than does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. I need you again, so stick around. So stick around. world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away right now. Yo, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? Sorry, I was late a little bit. I had some stuff come up and I couldn't jump on here right away, but I am here now. So, how y'all doing? How's things going? Happy Thursday, y'all. It's been a crazy, crazy day. So, does anybody know how Bedster's court went? Because I heard they said it got extended, and that the judge said she's avoiding service. Allegedly, this is what here. Let me show you guys what I got sent here. Let me show you guys real fast. All right, here we go. This one says, and this is in her little group or whatever. So it says here, we'll do a little screen share in here. Okay, so this is what it says here. Case was called, order was extended. Judge said BHB is avoiding service. Detective represented the Proudfoot and the Bower Sox. I have questions. Because how can a detective represent the Bower Sox and Katie? I'm not sure how that works. I think the detective was with them, but I don't think a detective represents them. You see what I mean? Maybe he was with them to give, a statement, but I don't think he represents them in court. So I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean there, but allegedly she avoided service again today and she is not at home from what they've said in this Facebook group. I mean, like I said, I don't know, but what's been said in this Facebook group is that she's avoiding service and that they tried to serve her again and she avoided it. Let me get the link pinned real fast.
All right, so the link should be pinned. Not only that, I heard she's been acting a whole fucking fool. So I haven't really been able to get on here and go through her little, her little rants. But I heard they're pretty fucking interesting. And then SF Investigates, he put out let's see, he put out a nice little statement as well. Let me go grab that real fast. Well, hey, Cheesy Weezy, how are you, love?
Hi, I thought I'd come up and give you some company.
Absolutely. You know I love your company.
My husband asked me, he goes, "What are you doing today?" I said, "I'm on Betty Watch today." He just rolled his eyes and went to work.
But he's like, what the hell is Betty Watch?
He just shakes his head at me. So I didn't think she was going to show up. I really feel like she just didn't want to show up because she can't screw up that voices thing because that's her next payday, you know.
Right. Well, she's going to screw it up because they're going to go serve her there. I mean,
But that's what she wants. She wants a big scene there so that she gets, people send her money so she can keep the grift going, in my
right.
opinion.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that.
I mean, just imagine, she's building it up, building it up, building it up. Everybody's going to be watching it. I think she's hoping she'll go viral or something. That's what I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. But all we got is going on info from her Facebook book group. So who knows? I mean, some of them people might be as dumb as she is. Who knows?
Yeah, they said in there, they got all kinds of little information in there. They're dropping all kinds of little things in her group. They said one lady was like, I got my shirt on and I'm headed to the courthouse. And they were like, Betty's not even going to be there. So I don't even know why you're going.
Right?
I was like, so what? She's got a bunch of people in t-shirts out there to go to court, like to stand outside as like support, and she's not even going.
Stupid.
See, that's why I tell people don't stay home. You know what I mean? Like don't if I'm not going to be there, there's no reason for you all to be there, you know?
Right. Right.
Okay, what was I going to grab? I dang near forgot.
I'm sorry. Maybe
No,
I.
you're okay.
Oh,
Oh, her live, her live where she was ranting off. Um, she did one like late last night, and she was really going off about JLR. She was
ooh,
pissed. That one's last night, isn't it? Or did I miss a night?
yeah, I was last night. Oof, duh.
Shit, is it that one or the night before? That's what I'm something like. We're lost over here.
Yeah,
Okay,
she was really going off, man. I couldn't believe it. I was like, some of the things she said, I was like, wow.
yeah, and not to mention, here's her. So this one says 14 hours ago, and it says Sebastian Rogers period, Brian Koberger period. What did we miss? So she goes on about Brian Koberger for a while, and then boom, starts in about other shit. Just to see. Let's get her going here. See if we can toe tap on her nerves for a minute.
What's going on. I mean, they're kids. That's what they do. I mean, I know I've been in houses that I probably wasn't supposed to be in when I was younger out in Mayaca City when we were exploring in the woods, and there's
Sure.
an abandoned house. It's something similar to that.
Sure, that didn't happen when you were an adult.
Right.
No. Got to speed her up a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understood their point. It just, oh, thank you, Bobby. God bless you. I just feel that it should have stayed up. the families wanted it to stay up. I felt that the family and the victim's voice should have outshined the financial and monetary point of this. But I believe that the university made the decision that they thought was best for the university, not necessarily best for the case or best for the victims, but what was in the best interest of the university as a whole. And it just, in my opinion, kind of sucks. Okay, just kind of sucks. So now we're going to move forward with that. It sounds like we're going to be looking at, it looks like they're presenting change of venue. It looks like they're trying to bring this to Boise, which we kind of already anticipated it being the case. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. It's nice to see you. So we are looking at some things. I'm trying to figure out what this is. And once we get a place and a location, we can start looking at costs, because all my costs were associated with it being in Moscow. And Moscow, Idaho is a very expensive area. Okay. If moving to Boise, Idaho may help the cost a little bit. So I really wanted a good idea about my total cost before we did a GoFundMe. And again, it's something that if our audience wants us to be out there to do live broadcasts for the trial, then we need to raise the money to get out there. It's very, very expensive. The 2 trips that me and Olivia took out there, it cost us both $10,000 each. Okay. So we've already invested a lot of our own personal money into.
That's crazy.
$10,000 each, my ass. Show receipts, you liar. Fucking liar. Show receipts for that. We ain't buying that bullshit, you liar.
Right. That's bullshit.
Fuck yeah, it is. You can spend $20,000. They did not spend 20 grand. Cut it.
And if they spent 10,000 grand or $10,000 each, they need to rethink everything, because there's no way that they've spent that much. That's stupid. Of course, she had to replace what's her face's tripod. She broke.
Oh, Olivia's. Yeah, she did break it too, didn't she? Yes, she goes on to say here, she tells Olivia's business that she's pregnant and that she was having a baby and all kinds of, she tells all kinds of stuff.
Well, I didn't hear that part.
To this story and everything, and the trial is going to even be longer. It's going to be several weeks. Oh, Alicia, it's nice to see you. Did your home stay dry? More important, how's our baby being? Delilah's doing good. I'm not sure about my house. I talked to my neighbor earlier today, and he says my grass is ridiculously high. So I've got to try to get a mower over there to get the yard taken care of. So we'll see how all that works out. I know that I've got my weed eater there, but without me being there to clean up the yard, the weed eater, I got to put the weed eater together. And whoever sponsored that, I just wanted to thank you. I got a weed eater, a little, it came with like 3 different attachments on this. It has the hedger and the little, like the mini chainsaw that's like, I don't know, 6 I don't know, it's about a foot, 12 inches or something like that. And you can use that to cut little branches. It is so awesome. It's so awesome. But Delilah is my heart and soul. And so she's doing very well. But I haven't, like I said, it's been hard because we did have a lot of flooding. Our Philippi Creek has been washed away. There was a lot.
What the hell?
Right? Somebody bought her a fucking weed eater.
What the?
of substantial. There's still some flooding on State Road 64 that's still pretty bad. But I heard Savannah, Georgia also got a lot of flooding as well as the storm moved their way as well. I mean, even though it wasn't a very windy storm, it brought a massive amount of water. It was not even close to being a direct hit in our community, and the flooding that ensued because of the storm was honestly pretty shocking. We didn't hardly get this much water with Ian, and Ian took my fence and my roof. And we didn't have as much. I mean, we had some localized flooding in certain areas, but it wasn't like this small little cell that came through. It was crazy. But there was some substantial, I mean, we not only that, but we had tornadoes. And so in Sarasota, a car ended up flipping on its roof in the tornado. We also had a tractor trailer, which I pray to God the guy got out of it. I just, I love my trucker community. I really do. We have a trucker community on here that watches us here. And I really do appreciate all their work and the things that they do, getting our stuff from across this country. And their job is dangerous. It's very dangerous. They have big rigs, they can hit ice, they can jackknife, they can, one small thing.
To put her floppy boobs away.
Consequences. And this one particular 18-wheeler ended up getting caught in something and literally rolling off the bridge into the water. And the only thing I can pray is that the person that was driving that truck was able to escape the truck before it sank with him in it. Or her in it. We have beautiful women out there going across this country as well. So that was really scary. Seeing them trying to pull this 18-wheeler out of the water just broke my heart. And they didn't say whether the person inside the vehicle had made it or not. And I would have liked to have that tidbit of information from that article, but I didn't get it. But it was, we obviously had our fair share of problems, from the storm, even though it wasn't a direct hit. So thank you all Thank for all you do for the victims and their family. Thank you, thank you. And it's not just me; it's my whole team. It's me, Betty. It's the real me too. It's Sonia, Guidance, Jen, Suze, Emma.
Yeah, she does so
Emma's another
much.
one that's in the hospital right now that hasn't been able to come on here. So, like I said,
Yeah, she does so much.
What would these victims' families do without her? Jesus Christ, have a peaceful life.
Man, her group is off the chain with the shit they're talking in there.
Are they?
Yeah, I can't believe she's still talking about them.
if we can, make sure we're all praying for each other. I'm really disappointed that we have now determined that Jonathan is associated with the Proudfoots, that Jonathan is now working side by side with SF, Cluminati, all them, in an effort to.
Bitch, where? Where's the proof of that? Since when? He sure as fuck ain't working with me. I know that. I don't fuck with him at all. So you can't say and them. So there's that. I don't know who the fuck else you're referring to, but
Next thing you know, you're going to be sleeping with them.
I sure as fuck ain't. You know what I mean? Don't put me in that shit. Hell
Right.
no. Hell
It's going to be the
no.
next rumor.
Hey, Miss Brittany, how are you, baby?
Hey, Queen. Hey, Cheesy.
Hi, Brittany.
I just have to say this to Betty and then I'll jump down. Betty, you are nobody important. Nobody gives a damn about you except your mommy, but your mommy's as crazy as you are. So go away. You ain't nobody special.
But she's world famous, don't you know?
No, she's not.
I'm laughing, by the way.
Maybe her personalities in her head told her that. But that's all I had to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
I
love. I
agree.
appreciate you coming up.
And Cheesy, I love the way you talk and say certain things. I get the giggles when you say certain words.
Thanks.
I love your accent.
That's my Minnesota accent.
I love it.
Don't you know? You
It's like
betcha.
my favorite thing.
Yeah, a lot of people get confused when I say oofta. They're like, what the hell does that mean?
But that's all I had to say. Thanks for letting me up.
Thank you.
Absolutely, baby. Have a good day, love.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, they're damn near doxing this lady in this group. One lady said she isn't avoiding service, and I'd love to know who the detective is. So the lady that just that I showed the screenshot of, she goes, it was a heavy-set blonde woman. Proudfoot, Bower Sox were running late. They went to the sheriff's office instead of the courthouse because they didn't want to be confronted. So this other lady says, probably to ask for Ellie to help them. Someone else was like, what detective? And this girl answers him and says, sure, it wasn't Patty, the BFF of Kathy, an attorney.
Oh,
They
geez.
doxed this fucking attorney's pictures out, put her pictures up. And she goes, yes, I believe that was her. She was heavy set, blonde hair today, wearing purple and wear purple and lavender. She goes, yeah, that's Patty Garner, attorney and friend of the Bower Sox. Maybe she is a detective or PI as well. Not sure. Somebody else was like, yeah, it sounds more logical that it would be the attorney. Because I was going to say, there's no detective that's going to represent them. So, yes, it was their attorney. And I don't know why she's avoiding service. I mean, you might as well go ahead and get it. It ain't going away.
Right. Right. I wouldn't want to avoid service and not be able to go to my house for weeks on end. I mean,
right. She's gonna have to defend her, go and defend herself either way, or they're gonna get a permanent order. So
that's why I figure she's just holding off till the 26th so that she can, get that big payday. That's my opinion. I was hoping I was wrong, but She needs that. The bank account is zero, don't you know? She needs that 10 grand to go to Idaho.
Yeah. Jeez, here we go.
To aid the Proudfoots. I did get that from a very reliable source that is now going on, that he most likely, I told you, it sounded like what Katie was doing smelled like JLR all day long. And everybody's like, no, it's SF. And I'm like, no, this is, because even with the copyright stuff, I felt like that was JLR in SF's ear. And but I don't know that for a fact. But this one, you know, because I can see, because he did this to me, you know, he was very manipulative to me, and I can see exactly what he's saying. You want to bring them in, you want to, you know, bring them out of their comfort zone. I bet you he used that line on whoever talked these people into doing it. He set them up. He knew that I would catch wind of this, and he didn't care. So he's just now, I don't know if he's going to act like he's working for them to elicit information. All these people are. I mean, SF turns on parents almost on the daily. Look at what he did to Kylie Rodney's family. Look what he did to that boy out in Utah, whatever, what was his name? The 19-year-old that was the farmer. I don't know why I'm fidgeting his face. Well, he turned on his mother and started saying he was going to go after her and starting to.
Dylan Rounds is who you're talking about.
Right. She always says that he turned on the Kylie Rodney family. I never heard about that. I've never seen that.
I didn't either, and I didn't hear him turning on Dylan Rounds' family either. So
no, I think he's still friends with the grandpa of Kylie Rodney.
That was Jimmy Kahn that did all that. So I'm not sure where the hell she's even coming up with this. What the hell?
Right. And she knows the difference between them two because she was calling out Jimmy Kahn back when he first started. So she knows the difference between the two. It's not like she's confusing them. It's about the only thing she got right was calling him out.
Right. Yes, I'm going to read SF's response to her after this.
To expose her. He did the same thing to Layla Santinella's mom, Jennifer Santinella. These are not good people. These are not wholesome people. These are people that are willing to commit crimes in an effort to aid them in their whatever they're doing online. Okay. I don't know what else to say. I was disheartened, but I knew that JLR had gotten his feelings hurt from Seth because he basically kicked him to the curb along with his entire team. And so his entire team has been attacking Seth nonstop since that moment. And now that I'm involved, and obviously JLR being my ex and us, him trying to destroy me as a human being and trying to help aid and other creators destroying my channel, he has gotten even more on the bad side of things in an effort to hurt me because he got caught having an affair on his current girlfriend or with me. I was in a relationship with him and he cheated on me for a year with this other girlfriend. So there's a lot of hostility here. And why does he keep attacking Seth? I truly don't believe he believes half the crap that's coming out of his mouth, but it's to hurt me. And I don't know why he's going to work with people like the Proudfoots, but he has made he has decided to switch sides, and he is literally helping the Proudfoots any way that he can possibly help them behind the scenes, including running bad stories about Seth in an effort to do that. So, and he never brings any real receipts. He says, look at this, look at that, but it's never really any legitimate receipts that have gone through the court records and had any findings. And now he's calling him a pedo. And it's like, you know what? If you guys even knew who this man truly was, not Seth, I'm talking about JLR, you guys would understand that this man is rotten to the core. And I'm not going to sit here and keep bad mouthing him and stuff like that. You guys will find out. Just keep watching how he acts for this particular case predominantly because I'm involved in it. SF has been trying to get me to work with him for 2 years, and I have refused. And I told him I do not work with internet PIs, and then all of a sudden he started changing and attacking me for no reason. I even stuck up for him when they were attacking him on the Kylie Rodney case, but it didn't really matter. As soon as you refuse to work with the pompous asshole, he wants to turn on you and start attacking you and exposing you. Right? That's what he.
But you was with him for a whole year, right? You was with him for a whole fucking year while he did this shit nonstop to other folks, right?
Yeah.
Didn't give 2 fucks about anybody.
Now you do. How great he was.
Not friends with you. Yeah. Now that you're not friends, you care. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
What he keeps doing to all these families that don't want to work with him or decide to fire him from the job because he does horrible work. He's never found the 15 people he said he's found. I've confirmed that. He has found some people, but that's not, and that's through, he never even got off his ass. He found them through using his telephone. He never went out there to look. He never did actual PI work. I'm not going to get into it. But these are the people that are now working with the Proudfoots and now trying to destroy me, and also the ones that had the hand in this whole protective order catastrophe on their part that made Katie and Chris and their family look like total idiots and like they care more about me than they did their own son. So whatever PR stuff that they were trying to do, it backfired on them. And I know for a fact it was JLR, and I know almost verbatim what he was telling him. You want to pull her out. You want to pull her out. You want to take her out of her comfort zone. I can already tell you that the pitch that he gave him. You know why? Because it's the same pitch he gave me. Just saying. I could tell you everything about this man. I was with him for 2 years, and at the end of the day, he's setting up the Proudfoots. He hasn't done anything good for them. All he's done is cause them problems, and they're still going to listen to him because they think he's their friend. Well, this doesn't look like a friendly move to me. You just got your ass handed to you on a silver platter, Proudfoots. Way to go. That's why now you know why Seth dumped this team. They're horrible and awful. And they do stupid stuff that causes people problems. And that's why they're not involved with Seth at all. And that's why they're attacking him nonstop. And of course, with me coming out and throwing everybody's dirt, and that's exactly what it is. They're dirt. Like, they brought it on themselves. I just happen to know about it. You know, you attack Seth, I'm going to drop the truth bombs on you. While you're lying about Seth, I'm going to tell the truth about you. And I told you that. And you guys haven't heard me talk about this man. I don't talk about him. I let him go. If he's going to stay away and not cause any more problems for the investigators in this case, then I have nothing to say about him. But as soon as he starts coming, I'm going to start telling you guys about how he put his parents in jail. I'm going to start telling you about the 300-pound woman that he was banging so she would protect him from the law enforcement back in the 90s so he wouldn't have to be arrested. Her name's Kim, by the way. You know, I got a lot of truth about this man. Okay, and if he wants to keep lying about Seth, he can do so.
Her name's Kim, by the way. Is that so?
I doubt the Proudfoots are working with JLR, by the way.
I can't stop laughing. I know.
It gets better. And if SF Investigates was able to solve crimes by just being on the phone, that's not an insult. That's pretty good, I think. I mean, I'm sure it's bullshit, but I'm just saying. If he can find people just on his telephone, well, there you go. He's a pretty good private investigator, I would think.
Care. I have the truth. I have receipts about him, and I don't mind putting them out there. How do you think I knew about JS for Justice in him? You know? So he's a dirty dog, and now he's literally trying to cause interference at the benefit of the Proudfoots. Does this sound like a guy that really cares about the truth? Does it sound like this is the guy that really cares about the victim? Or is this the person that appears to look like all he wants to do is seek and destroy Seth, an innocent father? And he's sitting there trying to make him a suspect because his new clients, the Proudfoots, look horrible because of his own advice that he gave him. Now he has no choice but to do damage control for him. And they can make memes about me and their private group to 40,000 people. But I can tell you, many people are done and over their bullshit. Their whole team's bullshit. Because they're seeing how horrible they are, how biased they are, and how unprofessional they are. Everybody's seeing that on these streets. Everybody. It's not just a few people. Like, literally all of the major outlets that used to actually take him serious have turned their backs on him. Okay? All of the people that used to have some type of respect for his journalistic, his gonzo journalistic work, have completely, they want nothing to do with him. Jonathan Lee Riches will never be on mainstream media ever again because of his shenanigans. Okay? They want nothing to do with him. Nothing. He's not going to be advocating.
I haven't seen her on there either. I haven't seen her on there. I haven't seen a lot of people on there, to be honest. Hey, down the rabbit hole. How you doing, baby? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of them on there. And then with the interview that Seth did, he was like, wait a minute, you guys, wait. You're still a suspect? He's like, yeah. He goes, well, that might explain some of the non-communications that you're getting from the police department, or the detectives.
Right.
And he's like, all right, we got to go. Time's up. We got to go.
That's what I said. The Court TV's legal department was probably like, shut this shit down now.
Right. He's probably like, hold on, what? Vinny.
Right.
For people, they're not going to be taking his footage. They're not going to do anything. They want nothing to do with him and Magnolia because they're so disgusting. Oh, I heard about it. That's why I started posting. I told him every time he lies about Seth, I'm going to put truth serum out about him. I told him that to his face. And so he decided to go and cower out for a little bit and not say anything. But see, his numbers are taking a nosedive, right? He's having crap numbers. And so the only way he can get his audience built back up for this case is to lie and to have more made up allegations. Like I told you, him and his team make up this stuff. Jane for Justice, T-Rev, all of them. Okay. They have all manufactured information to run stories. And this is no different. And you know what? I proved it to you guys. T-Rev, you know, that I tried telling you was happening. Everybody called me a liar until the proof was in the pudding and the things started unraveling and people could truly see that they were making this stuff up. They were having friends call in and having these salacious conversations about this stuff, literally causing interference in a case, and all for profits and clicks and views. And then they sit there and attack me because I want no part of it. Just saying. I watched the Vinny news 20 damn times. Wow. Didn't he get the season? Yeah, he got the season. And that's why he's keeping a low profile, but he'll come up with it. I mean, look at his numbers. He hasn't been hitting the numbers that he's used to hitting. So his pocketbook's starting to hurt. And I'm pretty sure he's probably, I know he wouldn't be paying Magnolia. Magnolia's too desperate and too stupid. So he's probably just letting her, you know, do her thing to him for payment because she's desperate. I don't know. I really don't. I just know he's not coming from a place of investigative journalism. I know that he's coming from a place of hate and a place of destruction. And I told him many times his head's not in it and he needs to get his head right. And he's not gotten his head right because he's too pissed off at me because I'm throwing all of his business out there. But I told him I would if he didn't stop with the lies and the bullshit.
Badster. Come on now.
Did she realize how desperate she sounds? I mean, girl, he's not into you.
Right.
And, you know, honestly, I don't like JLR, but he seems like kind of he seems a lot different now that he's with Magnolia. He actually seems like he's happy. He has a different way about him, I think. It seems like. I could be wrong, but it just seems like he's a lot more happier. Like 63 degrees here. I had to make myself some coffee.
All he had to do was start telling the truth and start doing actual investigative journalism again, but he hasn't. And so it's like, you know what? I'm tired of it. I've got dirt on you. 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 And if you guys want to play these games, I've told everybody that I have no problem throwing this out there. I have no problem throwing their dirt out there. None. You know, if they're going to keep doing all of this stuff to Seth, then I'll start doing all the same stuff right back to them. The difference is their stuff against Seth is lies. My stuff against JLR, I have receipts for, including him punching his ex-girlfriend in the face, where guys had to literally pull him off. You know, I'm friends with those guys that had to pull JLR off of that girl. They were the ones that told me. I went to the girl and asked her, and she said, yes, that did happen. And she said that she was literally bloody because of him. And I can tell you that the whole time I was with JLR, he grabbed my arm one time. I remember looking at him and said, don't ever touch me like that again. And he never touched me like that again. It was that simple. So I didn't see that side of him. But yes, there is that side of him. You know, got that recorded, got that on. I mean, I'm ready to hit play. I'm ready to put that out there. You know, I've got receipts. I've got major receipts on JLR since he did what he did. I didn't believe any of this stuff before. But after what he did to me when I was completely blindsided, I realized that he is capable of a lot. And I wanted to be educated and find out what the hell happened and who this man is. And I found out a lot. And it scares me and it disgusts me. But you guys can keep watching him and doing whatever. I don't care. You guys will learn over time who this man is because he's a shady character. That's why he was a 3-time felon and why he went to jail for fraud. He knows what makes people tick. He was that kind of guy that got into your head and got your information directly from you. That's how good he was.
And you co-signed all of it.
Right. I was going to say, she sat right fucking next to him the entire time.
Right. What does that say about you, Bets? And Seth and Tony better sit and listen to this, because if they ever decide to get rid of her, look at what she's going to do to you guys.
So just FYI. And now he's trying to turn a whole community against Seth, and I will not let it happen. And I'm the person between him and his heathens and Seth. And he'll never be able to get over me, under me, or around me. I have too much dirt on that man for that. So we'll see how he chooses to play. But hey, you know what? I'm not opposed to going to the front of his house and doing a live there. I'm not opposed to having a bullhorn in front of his house.
Oh, damn. I know she ain't threatening to go to JLR's with a fucking bullhorn.
I would pay to see that. Last night I was like, please let this happen. Please let this happen.
Oh my God. She said she'll do a live outside his house and go out there with a bullhorn.
I said last night, I said, who do we root for then in that situation?
Right. Look, and he said, bet you won't.
Yeah, I'm praying that happens. I'm here for it.
I'm not opposed to letting his neighbors know what kind of dog he is. Because remember, his neighbors used to see me coming over there all the time. And now they see this fat, ugly lady coming over there with a smushed face. I'm sure they're probably scratching their heads saying, what's going on here? And I remember the last time I was over there, I remember the neighbors
Magnolia is not fat.
It was just odd how his neighbor was.
I was going to say Magnolia is not fat, but even if she was, who gives a shit?
Right.
Talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, well, I've been on the road for the last several months. And she's like, oh. And I never caught wind of it. I never read her like that because I never believed that Jonathan was capable of doing that. You know, I never thought he was capable of lying about an innocent father either. But we're learning a lot, you know, and I'm just ashamed. I'm ashamed that I was ever associated with him. I think he's a disgusting, vile individual that has nothing better to do. He worries about his clicks and views and about being in the spotlight more than he cares about these cases. When he was with Olivia and I, you know, I got to be honest with you, it seemed to me like he actually gave a shit about the cases and the victims. And I saw him slowly get away with that, you know, stop that. Like even in JJ Rollins, you know, there was a time when he was in the field looking for that boy, and he wasn't doing any of that. He was just running around filming.
What the fucking hell are you talking about, Willis?
Everybody, and it's like, what the hell happened to you? That was way back in when that little boy JJ Rollins disappeared, when we were out there searching. I was literally out in the woods searching while he's up there filming at the gas station. He just changed. He just changed.
Actually, she was on the side of the road on her live stream trying to be the first one to report. That's what she was doing.
Right. Complaining about stickers.
So I hope you guys don't listen to any of his commentary or take any of his commentary as true. He's defaming this man over crimes because he thinks he's got something. This man has never been charged, never been convicted. And it's awfully funny that this man's never been charged, never been convicted, but all of a sudden he's this horrible guy that abuses underage children, of all things. The one thing that will get a person in trouble.
Wow.
And I hope JLR sued the shit out of him. I know that what he did to me behind the scenes, I've got a 2-year, in one aspect, 2-year statutory statutes of limitations and 5 years in another one. And I will be exercising those rights against JLR. He's pushing.
I know she's not talking about putting a lawsuit on JLR.
That's what she's talking about.
Oh my God.
That's why I wonder if some of the stuff she says might be true, because we all know JLR is like very litigious, and yeah, either that or she's just downright dumb. One or the other. Which, you know, could be either one. I don't know.
My God.
Yeah.
What a fucking hot mess express.
Yep.
Jesus. All right, here we go.
She sits out here and thinks she looks good by doing this. She looks upset.
She looks terrible doing this.
Right. Like, get over him.
In the envelope because he knows I don't want to start another action. And I don't want to start another, but I will. If I've got to work around the clock, if I got to start doing lives at midnight just to get my day done, that's what I will do. I'm so sick and tired of JLR and Magnolia's bullshit. I have causes of action against that man for what he did to me. And I have really tried very hard not to have to pull the trigger on it. But every single day he does this bullshit and keeps hurting this family because he's trying to hurt me. It's getting me.
I don't think he's doing anything to get back at Betty. Do you guys? I think he's just putting stuff out about Seth and it's pissing Betty off.
Right. He's doing his thing. And
yeah.
He's doing his thing and she's taking it as an attack on her because she thinks everything's about her.
Right.
You know. It's like everything you say and do, she thinks is against her. And it's like, no. I just have a life. I do things.
Be a little closer to those courtroom doors to file that suit. And I've threatened him with it and threatened him, and he just keeps wanting to call my bluff. And I've already got literally the action typed up and ready to go. I just haven't filed it. I've been having a really hard time throwing my business out there for the whole world to see when it came to JLR. But, you know, to be honest with you, if that's what I need to do, then it's getting to the point where that's what I'm going to have to do. I don't want to. You know, this is my private life that's going to be in the public domain, more so than it already is. And I know that some of the stuff that I put out there, I did that all by myself, but I needed people to understand what was going on behind the scenes that nobody knows about, you know?
Well, and I mean, we don't know who to believe out of the two of you. So, you know,
Right.
you both
And
lie. So it's like,
if she's not afraid to put all that stuff out there, why ain't she doing the depositions?
right. She don't think about that kind of stuff. All right, here we go.
And as soon as I found out, I remember going to Tennessee and talking to some people that knew Jonathan back when he was a kid. That's when I realized how bad this was going to get. And I realized that he was going to try to absolutely destroy me if he could behind the scenes. And that is exactly what he's been trying to do. And he uses other people to do it. He's a manipulator, you know? And now he's manipulating his audience. He's manipulating an entire chat group. And I just hope everybody just stops listening to him. He's not doing anything to help Sebastian or Sebastian's case. At the end of the day, Seth was at work. Like even the law enforcement bodies on these platforms aren't voting with what JLR is saying. There's no evidence to support what JLR is saying. But I can tell you everything that I posted, I can support 100% with literally legit receipts. Even his 300-pound girlfriend that he was, you know, banging to hide him from the law. You know, that was a shocker. She's a hot mess express. But again, her name's Kim. He knows that I know what the heck I'm talking about. And
Bam, she's been listening. See, what she just say? Hot Mess Express. She's been listening over here. Boating.
Right?
Come on now.
And we're going to keep going down this. Every time he lies about Seth, I'm going to continue to put truth about JLR. The truth that he's always lied to this platform about. And people are like, I hope he sues you. Well, it's kind of funny because in order for him to sue me, I'd have to be lying. You're talking about the most litigious man in the world. I want you guys to think about that. Does he seem to have a problem sending cease and desist letters to people? Does he seem to have a problem?
Yeah, but sometimes you pick and choose your battles with crazy folks. So,
right. She's not worth it. She has nothing to get out of her.
He doesn't.
Right. She has nothing that he can take. So,
right.
You know, I mean, it's not really a.
Right. And she's not big enough to worry about trying to get clout from it.
Exactly, yeah.
So why hasn't he filed suit against me yet? You know what I'm saying? He could do that. He has no problem any other time, but he won't with me. Why? Because I'm waiting. Whenever I cross the line and lie about him and defame him, then he'll probably sue me. But so far, we've been going about, how long now? 6 months? Still haven't received that lawsuit from him yet. Wonder why. He had no problem suing everybody else. Why not me? Just saying. Because he doesn't want the truth out there. You need to think about that. That man is a horrible man. He lies and manipulates people. He's done it his entire life so much so he had to be thrown in jail 3 times over it. And now he's doing the same thing because a guy hurt his feelings. And now SF is going to go into this case. Now, mind you, we've all watched SF in the last 3 cases turn on the parents and start saying he's going to expose them. What do you think he's going to do to Chris and Katie? These people are so stupid that there's like literally no help for them. They just keep digging themselves in a deeper hole. They look like shit because they are shit. And I'm talking about the Proudfoots and the Power Socks. I just heard it an hour ago from Don B's channel. It's so bullshit. You can do so much better than him. Oh, I already am. I got the Lila. Are you kidding me? I haven't dated since freaking last year, October of last year, when all this shit blew up. I haven't left my house to go on. I don't really care about guys. I got myself a dog. I'm going through some major, just healing from.
Healing, holy fuck. Well, I mean, you're causing yourself a whole lot of unnecessary bullshit stress for nothing.
If this is healing,
fuck, I don't ever want to heal then. If this is your case, you're fucking healing.
Right, you need to go out and get laid. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is not healing. This is what they call spiraling.
Right, yeah. This is not healing. This is spiraling.
From what he's done to me. And he manipulated the crap out of me. And I was none the wiser. I thought he was a good guy and he'd never do this to me, right? Yeah, what a joke. What a joke. So he can't be trusted. You know, it's like that thing Morgan Freeman says. It's not about the knife in your back. It's about when you turn around and see who put it there. That's it. So anyways, But that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you guys don't listen to his nonsense about Seth. Seth needs our help. Seth needs our love. Seth needs our prayers. This is yet another distraction away from Sebastian Rogers in an effort to plug him and get him noticed.
Well, you're the only one that keeps talking about him and can't seem to get him off your mind.
Right.
I mean, what in the hell is going on here? Miss Firefly gifted 20 memberships. Thank you guys. Look, thank you, Miss Firefly. If y'all got one, give her a shout out. I appreciate that love. Thank you for showing some love. Let's see here. Okie Mom. Look who finally has their golden crown. Go ahead, girl. Brianna. Let's see. Many people are saying they support her in email. Don't you know? Literally, the internet troll script from 2001 right there. Many people are saying they support her in email. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, your support sucks out here. All the comments and your people are telling you about yourself.
Variety from his shit people that like to watch his crap channel and his crap shit because it's Jonathan Lee Riches. Ooh, I'm Bullhorn Betty. Meet me, you know? I can tell you I don't play those type of games. I don't manufacture information to go to my channel and make up. We legit go out there and try.
Well, I'm Cheesy Weezy. Nice to meet you.
Did she just say she doesn't manufacture drama for her channel? Yes, the fuck you do.
Right.
Yes, you do.
I love how she says, well, I'm Bullhorn Betty. Who the hell is that?
Right.
Was it Kathy P? Was it Kathy P who went out in her community and said, do you know who Bullhorn Betty is? And I don't think she found anybody that knew.
Yeah, she's a wild as hell, man. The shit that comes out of her fucking mouth is wild as hell.
Right.
Try to find the information. And the only thing JLR has ever tried to help, honestly, is the Proudfoots. And he continues to do so. That is not a friendly person. That is not somebody we can respect. Anybody that has studied this case knows that there are some issues with this case, and it falls right back at that house at 1008 Stafford Court. You know? Anybody with common sense, but apparently these two people don't have common sense, and neither does their team. It sounds like there are a lot of butthurt Bettys that got their feelings hurt and decided to turn on a man because they got their feelings hurt. So keep rocking it out. Let's keep putting the good vibes out there. Let's keep talking about Seth and Sebastian. Let's work toward a good resolution in this case. Seth believes his son is out there. His son is out there alive. I would love nothing more than to bring his son home and bring his son home alive. But we need the right people to help with this case and advocate for this case. And all these idiots want to do is sabotage this case. And I think they're all criminals, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm sorry. Trev time, he ruined his reputation hanging out with a bunch of felons. I'm sorry, he did. When he started crossing the line, listen, if Seth told me tomorrow that he wants me out of this case and doesn't want me talking about it, I would walk away from the case tomorrow and never say his son's name again. Why? Because he's a parent of a kid, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here for that kid. And if that's what is said to me, then that's what I would do. There's been many cases I didn't take on. Many. Because the parents didn't like me for whatever reason. So I don't argue, right? And nor do I throw them under the bus. You know why? Because at the end of the day, there are parents that are struggling. There are parents that are grieving. There are parents that are not going to be making right decisions at this moment in time. And I would be like, you know what? Me being kind would be a lot better than me being an asshole, right? So it's, I just really would have preferred the old Jonathan, but he'll never come back because just like every other abusive man, you fall in love with a man you think they are instead of who they are. And that's what happened. So anyways, guys, I really hope you guys denounce this practice of bullying an innocent father. We're not here for petty YouTube squabbles or people's hurt feelings. We're here for a victim of a crime. That victim is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and I hope we can all come together for the sake of him. If that's not something you're here for, there's always an unsubscribe button here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Please don't forget to use it on your way in or your way out. You don't have to like my commentary, and you don't have to like me. But if you're going to be here, you're going to be respectful not only to me, but to my clan of people. And if you can't do that, there's no point in you being in the chat to begin with because we're going to block you anyways. So I'm just going to ask everybody to please do the right thing, not because it's the easy thing to do, but because it's the right thing to do. And if you really agree with how JLR and his team have been handling this, please unsubscribe from me and just go over there and get your commentary from him. But I want nothing to do with him, and I want nothing to do with anybody that's associated with him. And that is a fact. I will never, ever have anything to do with anybody that's associated with that man. Nobody. I'm done with everybody. If you associate with JLR, I want nothing to do with you. And that is on a professional level as well. Because we're going to go somewhere while he may have some numbers, but we're going to be going somewhere. He's going to be where he's at for the rest of his life. Okay. He's not going to change. If he keeps going the way he's going, he's probably going to be back into prison. Just saying.
Damn.
I want to correct something real quick. Not to change the subject, but did you say she outed Olivia to being pregnant?
Yeah, she said when she was. But first she was talking about. Okay, so when it came up, she was saying Olivia, but it wasn't Olivia. It was Olivia, the sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the sister who she was talking about, not the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought of that, and I just was like, wait a minute, did she say Olivia, or was she? Because I wanted to make sure you knew that was the Gonzalez sister. Okay.
Yes, that's
Sorry.
well, and then that's what came out after. It was the sister, not Olivia, her friend.
Okay, I didn't want anybody spreading around that we were telling rumors about Olivia. Okay,
I
good.
appreciate that. No,
just wanted to clear it up. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just my opinion as well. Anyways, you never talk about Sebastian. It's always about, oh, give me a break. You know what? Then don't be here. Kick her, like literally block her. But you keep coming here and listening to the commentary, don't you? And I'm allowed to address the things that are going on this platform. This stuff happened today. So if you don't like the commentary, literally kick rocks. Unsubscribe from this channel. And I mean that in the literal sense. I do not need your click. I do not need your view. I could care less. I'm not in for quantity. I'm in for quality. And my team here on the Bullhorn Betty channel actually give a damn about these cases and work their ass off to find answers.
Damn, listen to them lies just pour right off her tongue like that. They just roll right the fuck off her tongue.
Yeah, just easy as pie.
Jeez.
My audience members. So if you want to be here for the drama and the bullshit, kick rocks. I will address whatever is going on with me. I will address whatever's going on in this case. And I'll address what's going on with the pieces of shit that are running this case into the ground. And if you have a problem with that, again, it's called unsubscribe. Again, never gave a rat's ass about my number count, my view count. You know why? Because I truly believe you give people good content and information that they need and have to have. They will always come back. No matter what your attitude is, no matter who you are, they will always come here to get the information.
Yeah, that's a lie. People do not go to you for people do not go to you for trusted information. That's a fact. Right, girl, you in it for the money. You said that shit yourself. Yep. She
right.
Sure did. And when her numbers drop, her money drops. She knows what she knows what time it is.
Information, whether they like you or not, because they know you're legit. And I really could give a rat's ass about your feelings about me. Okay, let me be very clear. Let me be crystal clear. I don't. You don't like me? That's your problem, not mine. There's a lot of people in this world that love me to death. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having my circle very small. You know why? Because I'm real. I don't kowtow to my audience. I don't kowtow to my members. I don't kowtow to people that sit here and provide me financial support on this channel through tips, super chats, super stickers, or anything else. We do the work that's necessary to do. The people that want the information come here to get it. So again, I love you all. The ones that love me, the ones that don't, kick rocks. Seriously, because you're easily replaced. Because more and more people come to this channel every day because we're done with the bullshit. So, guys, have a great night. I wasn't even going to be on here for an hour, but look at that. We made it through an hour. So we'll talk tomorrow. I hope you guys learned a little bit about Brian Koberger. I hope you guys learned a little bit about the bullshit going on here with Seth yet again from the same people that can't tell the truth even to anybody, right? The only time you ever get a truth out of these people is if they're watching cars burn. They say, ooh, look, there's a car burning. That's about as much truth as you're going to get. God bless. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something, because an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, please be safe. But more importantly, please be kind to one another unless they deserve it. Just saying. God bless.
And that's a great thing to tell your subs. You're expendable. I don't care about you. I can replace you just as easy as anybody else. You know, that's real nice to say.
Right. And if you don't want to be here, just kick rocks. Get out.
Right.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Well, that's the thing. She has people that have actually are members of hers and subs that have been in her chat for a long time sit there and say stuff, and then she'll like go off on them like they mean nothing to her. And it's like, your subs are what makes you. Without your subs, you don't have a channel. So how can you treat people like that? Plus, we get to know each other in here and stuff. I mean, yeah. How can you treat subs like that? I don't understand it.
Right. Well, when she doesn't give a shit, you know what I mean? That's
right. I mean, subs are human beings, but she doesn't treat human beings nicely. So I guess you should expect it.
And she was talking about euthanizing bad kids.
Right. I guess we shouldn't expect any less of her.
Right. You know, that's just who she is.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I got this interview pulled up here. Looks like it's only like 40 minutes long, maybe. Okay, we'll keep that music going too, just in case. Just in case we need it. I'll try to play as much as I can before I have to stop it. Okay. Now you guys let me know if you can hear this, okay? I'm going to play it and you tell me if you can hear it.
His name is Sebastian Rogers.
Can you hear that?
I can.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, here we go.
He's a child with autism, and he is missing. Now, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered in this case. Here's more of Sebastian's story.
Inside this beautiful neighborhood in Hendersonville, Tennessee, there is an unsolved mystery. It was a Sunday night going into a Monday morning, and 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers was supposed to be inside his home sleeping. His mother, Katie Proudfoot, says he went to bed at 9, but was making some noise around 10, including a thud sound. Katie told him to go to sleep. She went to bed at midnight. Then at 6 a.m., Katie woke up. She went to his room to get him ready for school, but Sebastian was gone. She searched the house, and he was nowhere to be found. Sebastian's stepdad, Chris Proudfoot, was not home, and Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, was at work about 45 minutes away. Police responded and began trying to figure out what happened. That was February 26, 2024. And as the days, weeks, and months have passed, still no sign of Sebastian, no sign of foul play, and no answers about what happened. Did someone harm Sebastian, or did he just walk away? We're searching for answers as we investigate the mysterious disappearance of Sebastian Rogers.
From the beginning, this case has not made a lot of sense because of the lack of evidence, the lack of leads. I want you to take a look, though, at the original Amber Alert in this case, because I think it's significant. The Amber Alert went out, issued on behalf of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian is a 15-year-old white male, 5'5" tall, 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen on February 26th, 2024, in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee. February 26th. That's the last time he has been seen.
I don't know if there's a way to forward through this either. I'm not sure how long. Did you know about how long till they come on?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I didn't watch it myself. I only watched it on other people's channels.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't watch all of it either. I just got a little bit here and there, you know. But
So what's going on right now? You know, we profile missing children all the time, every night. So my question right now is anyone still searching for Sebastian? Let me bring in my special guest, someone I know is still searching. Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, is with us, and also joining us, the Rogers family spokesperson, Tony Mathis. Thank you both for being here. Appreciate the opportunity to speak with you and the opportunity to speak about Sebastian. Seth, let me begin with you. Is anyone still searching for your missing son?
I am. I have a private investigator that's still working on it. She conducts her searches in private. She has her own volunteer base. We're not going to stop until we find it.
Let me ask you this, Seth. Outside of what you are doing, is this search still active? Let's talk about law enforcement.
From my understanding, law enforcement is still searching. They're doing it privately as well. They're checking in on tips when they come in. If we get tips, we pass them on to them. Same time we get them.
And how is that part going with tips? Are people still providing information when they come across things?
Hold on. Somebody in here just said your PI. Chris says your PI also has an RO. I don't even know who his PI is. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
And if the police are still searching, and they're doing, which I believe they are, and he believes that they are, then why is he complaining about them all the time? They're obviously doing what they're supposed to be doing. So why is Betty complaining about him, and Seth is complaining about him, and
and what are your thoughts about?
We still get information. I mean, we still get emails every day. We have a tip site that is up. A PI put that up. It's a valid tip site for anybody who wants to email or call, wants to be anonymous or whatnot.
Tony, I wanted to bring you in the conversation. This is a difficult situation. And I understand the onslaught of public attention that this has gotten. And sometimes that's a big positive in keeping Sebastian's face in the public and getting people to know who he is and think about him. And if they see something, hopefully say something. But obviously there can be downsides as well. How is all of this publicity, from your perspective, impacting the search for Sebastian?
Well, we don't really believe that any of the media attention, social media attention, any of that is really going to impact what law enforcement's doing one way or another. It does impact the father, that I represent, Seth. We thank all the creators out there that continue to keep Sebastian's name out and do it in a positive way. Our message to most of the media attention, more social media than mainstream, is that, we ask that you cover the case in a positive way. If you choose not to do that and back away, that's okay too. But any positive support that we can get for Seth while he's looking for his son is a big deal for us.
And Seth, I know that during the course of all of this, there have been some potential leads that became very public, including a photograph.
I don't think we have a way to make this go any faster. I mean, I tried to see if there was a way to make it go any faster, and I don't think there's a way to do it. Sorry, guys.
This is not on YouTube or what?
No, this is on Court TV.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's why I got the music playing in the background still too. Somebody said something though, and it caught my mind. It caught my attention here. Okay, Voodoo Doll Queen. Have you seen the video with SF SS investigation about how Sebastian was starting that cocooning state? That is what they call it in autistic kids when he hides in smaller places. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I never heard that until the other night when SF had said something. So I don't know. I know he's been in contact with Chris.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I know he's been in contact with Chris. So maybe they told him that. I don't know.
Huh.
Of someone who seemed to resemble Sebastian at a rest stop in, I believe, North Carolina. how are you holding up through all of this? And where's your...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. SF Investigates was on Web Sleuths. He did an interview with her just a couple yesterday or the day before. It was really good. So if you guys get a chance, go check it out.
Yeah, and that's where he said the cocooning thing.
Oh, is that where it's at? Okay, I'll go. I was going to say I watched some of it. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but I'll go back and watch the rest.
Right now.
I have faith. I have hope. Sebastian's alive. We just gotta find him. There is nothing else. Just finding Sebastian.
Tony, I wanted to get you in on this as well, in terms of as a family spokesperson, do you feel that there is still the same level of, I guess, commitment from everyone, the community, law enforcement, media, to make sure that anything and everything is done to find this missing child?
Well, Vinny, I think that it's our job to keep his name out there in the community. All of our job on Seth's team, and of course I represent just Seth. It's all of our jobs on his team to keep the community engaged. We continue to have events, have vigils, have gatherings, keep his name out there. The media, mainstream media, such as yourself and many others, have been very good and very helpful. It's very easy to get interviews if Seth feels up to doing an interview. I think the X factor for us is law enforcement. I think that the communication, it's been a bit lacking, at least as far as Seth and I are concerned. We don't really know what it is they're doing. We have faith. We heavily back the blue. Of course, Seth is in law enforcement. I live in Oklahoma.
But you got Betty over here screaming, "Fuck the police," with our fingers up. Really? Right. Yeah, that looks real good. Why are they both robotic? I don't know. It's not robotic to me. Is it robotic to anybody else? Because I'll turn it off and restart, but I don't know how to...
It didn't sound robotic to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't sound robotic to me either. Rowena says no, just monotone.
Oh, that's just them.
Strongly back the blue in my community. But, the question that I always ask that we still haven't got an answer to is, just simply tell Seth, are you any closer today to figuring out what happened to Sebastian than you were on February 26th? And quite frankly, we feel like that's a very fair and logical question. We have not got an answer to that.
That has to be absolutely excruciating. By the way, folks, as you watch, you'll see on the bottom of your screen numbers and places you can contact if you have any information. Seth, how are you holding up? I'm always concerned about you going through this. I've spoken with other parents through the years. I got a strong sense from them what it can be like. How are you holding up?
It's more like 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. It doesn't really seem like it's been 5 months. It's just you lose track of time. I mean, all you're doing is thinking about the next place to go look, what the next thing needs to be done, and just trying to stay positive, trying to stay focused on finding my son and what's the next step to do.
What's been the biggest frustration for you so far in the search?
Not getting much in terms of information-wise. The last thing that I was really informed of by the sheriff's office is they don't have anything stating that he left the house. And that's pretty much, that's it. But obviously he's not there, or else we wouldn't be looking for him. There's no sightings. There's nothing. Just one poof.
Now, see, Seth wants cleared because he wants Chris McDonough and his Cold Case Foundation to be able to take the case or whatever. And in order for Chris McDonough to do that, his stipulation is the parents have to be cleared.
Yeah, at least one of them, yeah.
So, yeah.
But that don't make any sense to me because Chris McDonough said that the Cold Case Foundation wanted to take over the Summer Wells case. He asked Don to take it if he could take it over, and Don said no. Well, neither of the wells have been cleared, so
Lay down, boo-boo.
So if neither of the wells have been cleared, how could the Cold Case Foundation take over their case?
Right.
Things just don't make sense. I mean, we're talking about, first of all, we're talking about a male child that left his house with nothing. A teenager that left the house with nothing. No phone, no switch, possibly no shoes, no backpack. I mean, completely unprepared. That's
No money.
It's not how he leaves the house to go somewhere with me. I don't expect him to leave anywhere without his phone and way of communication in case something happens. It's just too much doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis, stand by, stay with us. When we come back, we have another question to ask tonight. Was Sebastian's mom the last person to see him?
Well, yeah. I mean, we already know that, right?
Right.
Skating for over 45 years has taken a toll on my body. I take Cunol turmeric because it helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Why Cunol?
So I guess we got us a couple commercials here, but yeah, that's so did you see that? Oh, okay, I guess we're back already.
Dad, and they were all in the same area when all of this was happening, the same general area. But I want to play you something, which was an interview that was done with Sebastian's mother, Katie Proudfoot. Her and her husband sat down with the YouTube channel Chronicles of Olivia, and she explained the last time that she saw Sebastian.
He said, all right, good night, Mama. Good night, puppies. Love you. And went to bed. He was doing something in his room because about an hour later I heard some noise and I was like, I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep. And about midnight I got up and I went to bed. And 6 o'clock I went to wake him up for school Monday morning. And that's when he wasn't here.
So Sebastian went to bed. They're in the same house, different parts of the house. She heard a thud noise, but didn't go to see him. But what was going on with that alleged thud noise, and who was with him? Was there anyone with him at that moment? Or, bringing me to my next question, was Sebastian's mother the last person to see him? Was she the last one? Was there someone else that came to the house that night? Or is there some other story? Our guests are still with us. Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, and Tony Mathis, the family spokesperson. Seth, from your perspective, I know you've listened to every potential piece of information that's been available in this case, that's been made available. To me, that thud noise, I've always thought about that, what that could have been if it happened, right? What are your thoughts about Sebastian's mom? Do you believe she's the last person to see Sebastian before he disappeared?
I'd say yes. I mean, he was in her house. She's the one that put him to bed. She'd be the last person to have seen him.
What do you think about that thud noise that she described, the rustling that was going on? I thought about it. I've looked at the house. His room is on the first floor, right? So his window is accessible from the outside.
It would be, I believe, but I know law enforcement went around the house and stated that none of the windows or screens had been tampered with. So as for the thud, I mean, I don't know what she would classify as a thud. If I heard something in his room I know I'd go check on him just because I want to make sure he's okay. I mean, he's got a medical condition that would definitely mean I need to go check on him just to make sure he's okay.
And have you spoken with his mom about that night at all? Have you had any sort of conversation, either just the two of you or with other people there?
Have not had a conversation with her just alone, and probably won't.
Why is that?
Because every time I want to speak to her, I'm going to have to speak to Chris. Chris wasn't there. I don't know why he needs to be involved in a conversation about what happened that night. And if he was on a phone call, then maybe he can tell us what the thud was.
How about the rest of the day leading up to the point that Sebastian got home? Who was the last person other than his mom to see him? And have you spoken with that person?
No, I guess the last person to see him besides his mom would be, the waitress at at Texas Roadhouse.
And Tony, as
all of these questions have already been gone over. You know what I mean? Every single question that's been asked right now that's being asked has already been asked. Like they've already went over. All of this has already been gone over. I mean, how many times we got to go over the same shit?
Right. There's nothing new in this case.
Yeah. Like you said, there's nothing new going on right now. I'm not sure.
And I believe Chris doesn't want, or Katie, one or the other, both, don't want him to see Katie by himself because he's had problems with abuse in the past, allegedly, with the proof of the RO that she had to put against him back in California. So, and things that Chris and Katie have said, or Chris has said, or that Seth has said about, well, I had to move far away, or I had to move 30 minutes away because we're not married anymore or something. I imagine that was a conversation that they had because he was probably, being a nuisance or whatever. And they're probably like, hey, you're not married to her anymore. You need to, keep your distance a little bit. But that's my opinion.
It's just odd to me that all these questions have been asked already, that we're going over the same thing.
Because there's no new information out there. So we, you know, and he doesn't get any information because he can't keep his goddamn mouth shut. And he's still a person of interest. So, or he hasn't been cleared, I should say. I don't want to say he's a person of interest, but
You're unmuted. So I was waiting on you to. You're unmuted, baby. Did you know that?
no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was like, what is she doing? I was waiting on you to say something, but I didn't know if you were going to say something or.
Sorry, I thought I muted myself. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm just sitting here plugging my phone in, moving around.
I know. I heard you. I was like, man, is she going to say something? I was just kind of waiting to see what you were going to say. I was like, what the heck? Well, it's not eating. It's her moving her phone around and plugging it in and stuff.
No, I wasn't eating. It's just me moving around. Sorry. I'm being a knothead.
No, you're okay.
Track and figure out who interacted with Sebastian, where he could have gone, how this could have happened. From your perspective, what are the lingering questions that you see in this case as well?
Well, if you're talking about that situation specifically, Benny, I mean, clearly she was the last person that was seen with him. There has been no evidence that he ever left the house on his own. So in my mind, what would be the opposite of him leaving the house on his own? It would be leaving the house with somebody. Well, the only somebody, admittingly, by Katie that was in that house was her. So clearly we have some questions there, but my bigger question as Seth's spokesperson, and where I would ask Court TV to give us some assistance is, we have video evidence that shows that Seth was at work. We've had all of his electronic devices that have been seized and dumped. We'd like to know why Seth still hasn't been cleared, or what they might need from Seth and or myself to get him cleared.
So they have not cleared. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so they did go to Court TV, hoping that they would help them, that he would help them clear Seth. That was his intentions.
Right. They think that if they get the word out there more, that the police will clear him or come out and say something. I'm sure this is all Betty's ideas. My opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was the one just talking about this. So yeah, like Rowena said, the whole goal of this interview. Watch Vinny's eyes and expression. Okay, well, here we go.
I just didn't realize that was the situation. So
not at all.
So my guess is if they haven't cleared him, that may explain some of the lack of communication that is going back and forth in this case.
Good possibility. But what more do you want from me? I was at work. I was video camera from 6 p.m. till after 7 a.m. the next morning. My son should be with me right now. He should be in this house, and I should not be looking for him. Tell me where I don't gain anything from this. This is not funny. The fact is I'm looking for my son. He's not here. Y'all took my electronics. What more do you want? Do they need my bank records? You can have them.
I was going to say Vinny didn't do his homework, but I don't think anybody's laughing at Seth. I don't think that's... What the hell?
No, I'm not laughing at him. I think I think the stuff that he does is stupid, you know, but no, I don't think this is funny at all. And my heart does break for him as well as for Katie and Chris. But he needs to quit aligning himself with people that are doing all this fuck shit.
I mean,
Oh, I agree.
I don't understand what I have to do to get cleared.
We're willing to
And
do
my own
anything to
son's
get him cleared, Vinny.
Go ahead, Tony.
There are resources.
Yeah, we're willing to do anything to work with them to get him cleared, because it does allow us to bring in more resources once he's clear. And you know, if the video evidence, the phone data, and whatever else they may need isn't enough, then we'd simply like us to tell them, you know, why is it that he hasn't been cleared? He did a polygraph test with a well-known FBI polygrapher that Nancy Grace set up, and he passed that with flying colors. So, you know,
we're out of time.
Yeah, and look how quick he cuts them off. We're out of time. We're out of time. We got to beep. Got to go.
Time, unfortunately. Tony, I'm sorry I have to cut you off there. We're out of time, but thank you both for joining us. We'll still look for those answers as the investigation continues.
Skating for over 45 years has taken a toll on my body.
Yeah, so what'd y'all think about that?
Vinny's like, we're out. We're done.
Right. Vinny's like, yep, got to beep. Got to go. Out of here. I'm done. I am done. I am done. So did you guys see? Okay, hold on. Even though this interview, I was gonna say, oh, here's my B Tim. What's up, B Thug? What you doing, bub?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
What's happening? Yeah, I can hear you good. Mm-hmm.
Hi, B Tim.
Cool. Nothing much. That sounded like, okay, we got hey, what's up? That sounded like basically like I was like, wait, you are not cleared, and we better end this now. Like, holy fuck, this might be a problem. Sir, come back to us when you're cleared. And then you have like fucking Tony Mathis being cut off, being like, okay, sir, shut the fuck up from your grandma's fucking bedroom or something. And that was pretty much it. I mean, he sounded worse. Seth sounded worse. He was like, I just, you know, I was on the time from 7 to 6. You wanted my Banco records? I want my kid. I'm like, whoa, bro, calm down. Just like, it was just weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell.
I thought it was a weird statement when he said, when Dick Talk said, we can get more resources once Seth is cleared. What kind of resources there, boo? Like money?
Chris McDonough, the Cold Case Foundation bullshit. That's what they want. That's because he will not work with them without Seth being cleared.
Yeah.
So that's allegedly they're trying to get Seth cleared so that Chris McDonough can take the case over.
Yeah. He does realize, Chris, the only thing Chris is going to do is put him on his YouTube channel and talk to him once in a while. That's pretty much it. Like, that's what the cold case does. He does it. He pays a membership.
Well, not only that, Sebastian's case is not a cold case. So I'm not sure why we're going to the Cold Case Foundation. Anyways.
By the way, is it true that Betty was granted all three of them?
We don't know for sure yet.
They said she didn't go to court or whatever today, so there was an extension done.
Oh, it was extension. Okay. All right. I thought it was. It'll
be on the docket when they go to court again. But yeah, she's been ducking being served. She still didn't even go to her house yet, so she's still ducking being served.
But that's just going by what her Facebook group said, so we don't know for sure. By the way, B Tim, I have a pitcher and bowl in my bedroom also. I live in an old farmhouse.
But you keep it on your bed.
And it matches the decor. No, it's on a table in my bedroom.
Okay,
though.
That's the issue I have.
It's on an antique table in my bedroom.
No comment. No comment.
I live in a farmhouse, okay? So, my decor is farm.
It's a country thing, honey.
It is a country thing.
So the TPOs are still in effect. And this lady, only thing that
Correct.
she's accomplished is basically the judge is gonna be extra pissed off if she tries to dodge, because she does realize that, like, just because it's a temporary doesn't mean it doesn't have the same force and effect as an actual one. And if she continues to harass these people, it's not, some other steps are going to be taken. Like, she does realize that.
Well, it's still in effect. It's just the length of time it has to be determined. Like, will it continue? But since it was extended, it's still in effect. So, but what do I know?
Well, like I said, she's got to hold off till the 26th so she can do that, whatever voices thing she wants to protest.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Temporaries can be too, if any. It doesn't matter if it's like, it's still there. So, like, if she starts breaking that temporary order, her ass might be arrested or something. Or
that's what she wants.
I mean, if she wants to go to jail, I mean, this is probably the first time. Betty, I hope you get what you wish for. I do hope that if you really want to go to jail, you go to jail.
She wants that grift. I believe.
But, I mean, if you're dumb enough to break that and go to jail, I'm just gonna laugh. I'm just gonna laugh my ass off.
Look who we're talking about. I mean, come on, are you new to the Betty world?
Yeah, I know, but like, her stupidity just surprises me every second.
I know. Just when you think somebody can't be so that dumb, it's like she's next level.
Yeah, you would think that someone would, show up and defend themselves. But no, she's talking same shit on the case about these people. She talks more about Chris and Katie and the Bower Sox more than Sebastian in every single video. It just doesn't make sense to me. So
I do have a new nickname for her. Lopsy Topsy Betsy. If you know, you know. If you saw, you saw. If you saw, you saw.
Oh, and BTM, I also have a quilt on my bed. Are you going to judge me for that too?
Yeah, actually, I am.
I have an Afghan on my couch. So.
There you go, girl.
Okay, Granny Cheesy.
And she has SpongeBob. She has SpongeBob Crocs on in the middle of all of it.
I have SpongeBob dish towels also.
Oh, there you go.
They don't really go with the country decor, but I do love SpongeBob. So
I think it's that color yellow, like we talked about.
So yeah, I think that was disastrous move by Betty not to show up. Because at the very least, she could have showed up and they would have been ordered, and maybe it would have been just like, 3 months, like 6 months. We'll revisit it. Worst case scenario. Now you're just extending it even more, and it's like eventually they're going to be like, well, she's ducking, dodging service, and I'm surprised the audience doesn't say, wait a minute, if she believes she's so innocent, why the fuck is she not going into the courtroom presenting her evidence?
Well, if she believes she's so innocent, why doesn't she?
What did you say, Ro? You cut off. Cheesy, did you hear what the other half of what Ro was saying?
No, she cut off for me too.
Yeah, okay. So
You
got to repeat what you said, Ro, because you cut off. Ro?
And she's gone.
Okay, I mean,
come back, Ro, come back.
She'll be back. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be back.
Well, this is what I thought she was going to do, and I just think that she didn't want to show up because she doesn't want to have that RO, and she wants the grift. She wants to build this up for the 26th because everybody's going to be watching because they know she didn't show up now. So they're going to be watching to see if she A, gets arrested, or B, gets served, or what. Everybody's going to be watching. She's hoping she's going to go viral. And then if they do serve her or whatever, she wants it all on film,
Would you want to go viral like Zavgirl goes viral? Or, you know what I mean?
Care.
She went pretty viral. Everyone was talking about her, but it wasn't good.
Right. She don't care what kind of attention she gets, just as long as she gets the attention. Because attention means money. Yeah, think like Betty beat him. I'm gonna go get therapy now. I've been thinking too much like her.
I don't know. B-Tim sounded like he was about to break out into song. I don't know. I'm not breaking out into song yet. I couldn't wait. Honestly, if she gets arrested on a live stream, I'll watch.
Yeah, right.
I'll be so
Exactly.
happy. I'd be so happy. I'll laugh.
Exactly.
Like,
and you can't stand her. So that's what she wants. She wants everybody to watch on the 26th to see what's going to happen to her. This is all the buildup, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that if she goes to jail, it's not going to be good. Like, she doesn't have bail money. She doesn't have the ability to hire an attorney. She's going to try to go pro se in front of a criminal court, and she's going to get completely decimated in front of that judge, and she's fucked.
But she believes that people will protest for her to get out of jail, kind of like the Georgia thing, like they did for Dolly. Everybody's going to come up and try to help her.
There was 7 people.
I'm just saying, she said she's got like 10 or 20 people for that Voices thing. So if she gets arrested or something, all they do is take over her camera and say, "Oh my God, we got to get Betty out of jail. You need to send money now." I mean, look at how much. Remember, somebody sent $1,000 to them allegedly in Georgia, and it was never went to Dolly's bail because that bail bondsman came and bailed him out. Yeah, remember that? Oh yeah, that's when she made the most money on YouTube. Was Georgia? She's just trying to She's just trying to relive their glory days.
Sorry,
that's what I believe anyway. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm having sneezing fits, and I hit my phone, and I disconnected myself. I'm sorry. No, what I was saying, BT, I'm having fits this morning. What I was saying is, you asked, like, why don't her people say, hey, if you're innocent, go to court and prove yourself? Well, she has said that, she's, this lawsuit is not frivolous, and she has all the receipts and all the things. Then why not put in a date for the deposition? It's across the board. See, we say all these words, and then it's just for to hype people up. That's all it is.
Exactly. Yeah. She knows she ain't got a case against Queen, but she's just trying to make it look like she does,
Right, and she knows she's going to lose, and she knows that she stalked them and threatened them and talked about a pew-pew and a machete, and she knows how that's going to look.
She just needs to keep the grift going. Yeah.
Right.
And while she's in hiding, everybody's feeling sorry for her. Oh my God, she's probably got to stay at a motel or something, which she's not. But everybody feels sorry for her, and they're going to be sending her money.
But see, I think she wants to stay at hotels. I think that's like a little mini vacay. Like, I want to be, like, I love vacation, but like day 3, 4, I'm ready to get back to my bed,
No,
like
I think she's at Sonia's house. I really do think she's at Sonia's house.
A lot of people have been saying that the wall looks an awful lot like Seth's house, but I don't know.
No, the wall is the same color as her hair. So
I'm saying Sonia. I'm saying Sonia.
Yeah, I know you're saying Sonia.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I was saying a lot of people in the chat, in Granny's chat yesterday, were saying, and I think this morning, we're saying that it looked like Seth's wall. I was like, I don't know, but that's a pretty common color of wall, so you can't say that.
No, we don't see the blue, like the constant blue. So that can't be Seth's house.
No.
The constant.
No, it looks
blue.
too clean.
Yeah.
The air looks too clean.
Yeah.
But I just can't believe Betty just fucked herself completely. It's like, wow, Betty, fantastic move. You're in hiding.
Are you serious? Look, I said from day one she wasn't going to show up. I knew other people were like, no, she loves court. She's going to show up. No. Sorry, I'm having a morning.
You're okay.
I felt like I was going to sneeze and cough at the same time. Sorry, but she knows she's going to lose.
Just mute so you don't cough and fart at the same time.
I know. Well, my phone's laying next to me. Well, girl. I'd leave you, Tabe. No, I wouldn't. I'd just laugh and say, yeah.
Yep.
Sure
It's better
did.
to let it out and bear the shame than it is to hold it in and bear the pain.
That's
we
right.
already went through part 8 already, so
Yeah.
we did go through that already.
Well, I sneezed about 12 times while I was gone. I was glad that was a God thing that I accidentally clicked myself out and off. So,
you know what they say about sneezes? Congratulations.
I know.
Yeah, I would say
I'm
like
gonna go have a cigarette.
Right? I don't
I
want
would
to say anything
say
because B-Tim's on here because he'll
I
get
know
offended.
BT ain't getting it. He ain't heard that one. BT's like, nah, bitch.
we're just passing by. We're back it up, Terry. Back it up.
I love you, Cheesy. Cheesy's my
Uh,
sister with a better mouth.
I'm surprised the daughter, like, they didn't try to get a temporary order for the daughter as well after that statement about the.
It might be. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna tell her.
Like they could probably get a temporary order on the daughter as well because she made a visible threat on the daughter.
I thought somebody said that the kids were in that PO. I didn't look at it, so I don't know. But somebody who saw it said that the kids were in there. I don't know though.
That'd be interesting to see. So Betty is basically is in hiding in some sort of basement location.
Yes, she's definitely hiding out.
I love how the walls are the same color as her hair. It blends in. Yeah. Like the ends of her hair, like just not the new growth, but the ends of it. It's the same color as the wall. Go look. I'm telling you, it's the exact same color.
Yeah, Bets is in hiding.
I thought she got a haircut.
Betty, is this year like really good for you? I mean, you're in hiding somewhere in an undisclosed location. You're you got.
Oh, hold on. I wanted to correct something. So yesterday in Granny's chat, there was some girl named Kayla that was upset with me because I shared Betty's hotel picture. Well, first of all, that was already shared on Facebook on someone else's wall. Okay. Secondly, I shared what was already put out on on YouTube. I mean, it was already on her wall on YouTube. So I shared what was already put out there after she left the fucking hotel. That makes a big fucking difference. And for somebody that don't want to be involved and wasn't involved, Sludge Knuckles sure the hell wants to be involved really fucking bad for some reason. She keeps continuing to say, like, I'm the one that I put her in this. No, I didn't. I never once put your fucking name into shit. Not a motherfucking thing. So I don't know what the fuck or where that came from, but yeah, keep my fucking name out your mouth because I don't have shit to do with you. You're irrelevant as fuck over here.
You don't know why people want to be involved? Money, money, money. Money.
Right.
Well, we were talking about obsession, and what was one of the words in the hotel name? Magnolia. See, it's about comprehension, looking at the big picture instead of the just the hate, just the wanting to be outraged.
So, going to eat steaks at Jonathan's.
Just like the Magnolia bullshit where she's like, yeah, she said, she. I don't even know what the fuck they said. Something about. I don't know. I have to go back and listen to that bullshit. It was fucking ridiculous, though.
Berto says the fact that they thought Court TV could force the police to do anything sounds like the same delusional thinking that a certain bullhorn has. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's the one that's been talking about getting them cleared. She wants them cleared. She wants them cleared. She wants them cleared.
So
that's why
all you have to do is
police station, ain't it? Because they want him cleared, right? Yeah. That was the whole purpose.
I mean, I just love Betty's not Betty. I mean, Vinny's reaction when he says, "You see the face, his face, yeah. The face drop." He's like, "Wait, I didn't realize you weren't clear."
Well, and I think his little earpiece in his ear. Somebody was saying, "We're being used. We're being used right now. This isn't about Sebastian."
Yeah, but you realize, like, at a certain point, like he's like saying, "Yeah, absolutely," while Tony's talking, and you can tell he's not listening to Tony. He's just listening to the earpiece, and he's like, "Absolutely, absolutely." We got commercial breaks. You great having you on.
Can you picture the legal team at Court TV running across the studio to the production, going,
right,
"I need that mic. I need that mic."
Right, mute it, get him off. Yep. I
mean that
That's the face of I'm being used right now. Okay, we're done. Okay, good night. Okay,
Right.
thank you. Yep. Yeah. So if you're ever jammed up, call Court TV and they can get you clear. There you go. That's what I never knew. I never knew that's how law enforcement worked. Never knew Court TV had that much power.
And I just love like Vinny's like saying, well, that explains why they're not telling you anything because you're suspects. Why would they tell you anything if you're suspects too, dumbass? Like what?
Right.
I was sitting there, I was just like shocked. And you know what? That also shows how shitty Vinny is. He doesn't even do like the basic research. He's such a fucking idiot, that guy. I can't believe he did the same thing with like the Kara Reed case. That guy doesn't do any research at all. Nothing.
Well, I think Vinny knows that I think that was just a reaction for TV because all of us know that the parents have not been cleared, that they can't be cleared until they
I don't
know
think
what's
Vinny
going
knew.
on.
I think that was genuine. I don't think he knew that. I think that was genuine.
He doesn't do any research. He doesn't do any research, like really does. Unless some like talking mouthpiece comes up to him and tells him. I've seen him during the Karen coverage.
Right.
He does not do any research unless someone tells him like spoon feeds him the information. If you ever watched his YouTube channel, it's shit. It's dog shit. That's an opinion, Vinny. Your YouTube channel is dog shit. The only reason why people watch you is because, you know, you're Vinny Valentine on your fucking Court TV and your YouTube channel is dog shit. I don't know why you have a YouTube channel, a personal YouTube channel, when you're on Court TV, and it's boring as fuck when you have your two other panel guests on who are like, it's like, what the fuck? Get rid of that fucking channel. And also, please work on your thumbnails. It looks weird. That's just me.
Maybe we can hook him up with Prayer Garden, the other tragedy pimp, and she could do his thumbnails.
Someone's got to work. Blue is not a good thumbnail. I love how he puts like himself in color and the rest of the thumbnail is in blue. What? Vin, I can do your you promise not to fucking invite these idiots on. I'll do your thumbnail. I can guarantee you I can make a better thumbnail. I think anyone in this chat can make a better thumbnail.
I think Ruby Sue can make a better thumbnail.
I can't. Have you seen my thumbnail?
Ruby Sue will help you.
But yeah, I don't think he did any research. He had no clue about the retaining pond. He has no clue about the case. And the thing is that he's just like any other talking head on news where he has to be spoon-fed the information through a teleprompter. And he has no clue what the fuck he's talking about. And the only reason why he's got a channel is because he's like, you know, his past career, and also he looks good for the camera. And he talks nice, you know, and that's pretty much it. He's a talking head.
Well, he uses inflection, you know, like at the beginning, he's all suspenseful.
Okay, Ro, you cut off again. Jeezy, are you there? Are we being attacked by the psychics?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Ro, are you there?
I don't think Ro is. Her mic is undone, but I can't hear nothing.
That sneezing fit is fucking up the whole thing. Jesus Christ. Like, whoa. I guess we gotta get some like fucking Benadryl or something to help her out with her allergies or something. Man, we're gonna need that to help her out.
Hold on, have you guys heard about this? I'm gonna share this real quick. Have y'all heard about this yet?
Family says they were pepper sprayed by strangers who lured their autistic and disabled transgender son out of their home. The parents of 18-year-old Dominic Lager say he left early Sunday morning with people he met online.
Wait 31 reporter Paige Meyer joins us live from the Marshall County Sheriff's Office with that story.
So,
wow.
He was talking to kids online, and they lured him out of his house.
Paige.
Marie and Nicole, yes, Dominic's parents tell me that this whole situation is so out of character for him. They say when they tried to stop him from leaving early Sunday morning, the people who came to get him ended up unloading pepper spray on them. They say tonight they just want to make sure that their son is safe and okay. Now, the loggers say that they believe Dominic was tricked into leaving his home. Despite being 18 years old, they tell me he has the mental capacity of a 12-year-old child. The Marshall County Sheriff.
Now, see, this is happening more and more and more.
Right.
Kids are getting lured from their homes.
Well, that's like everybody keeps saying about the shoes and how he left without his shoes. I mean, haven't we heard a bunch of these cases recently?
Yeah, I
Of
just
these
went
kids
over that
leaving?
one. I just went over that one where that little boy, remember where he was autistic and just walked out of his house, no phone, no games, no shoes, nothing.
Right.
He just left and they found him in a bush, like hidden down in the neighbor's like bush, hiding, scared, upset.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like he was either lured out or he went out and he was met with some, you know what I'm saying, a predator outside that was already lurking around.
Yeah.
In the legal age and circumstances of this incident, they cannot put an Amber Alert out for the teen. I'm told authorities have deemed this a runaway situation instead of a kidnapping. Now, the loggers say they have no idea who took their child, but believe they are dangerous and that their boy is in danger.
He took toys and stuffed animals. So what 18-year-old who's running away and thinks that it's okay takes toys and stuffed animals?
The loggers say Dominic did not grab his medication that he takes regularly and needs desperately. Dominic told his parents they were headed to New Hampshire, but they could be anywhere at this time. The sheriff's office says they have investigators working right now to help locate the teen. Now, if you have any information on Dominic's whereabouts, you should contact the Marshall County Sheriff's Office. I will have more on this story coming up at Way 31 News at 5.
Wow.
Yeah, tell me that shit ain't wild.
Pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
But yet nobody believes that Sebastian Rogers left on his own. They believe it has to be Katie and Chris.
Wow. Most brilliant minds in investigation, Tony Mathis.
Most of them are blaming Katie.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Because Betty Logic, Katie can't produce the son. It's like, yeah, he's missing. That's why she can't produce him, dumbass.
Right.
You know, that's usually what happens. That's why they call it a missing persons case, because no one can produce the person.
Right.
If they could produce the person, then there wouldn't be a missing person case. Dumbass.
Exactly.
Just a shock. I know it's hard for you. Like, just like we can't produce you, Betty. You are in hiding. Take me out. Betty's missing. Betty's in hiding in her bunker from the TPOs. No one knows where she is. It's like, where's Waldo, but where's Betty? Like, you know, can you find Betty? It's like the little, where's Waldo? She's like behind the Chili's fucking dumpster, hiding behind the dumpster. Maybe I could get some fresh food from behind where they throw it away at night. Where's Betty? She's hiding from the TPOs. And the judge is like this hard knocks judge that just does not take shit from no one. And she's so fucked when she gets served that she has to go into that courtroom. It's going to be hilarious. I'm sure she thinks she's loving the attention, but the problem is it's the wrong attention.
Right. But in her mind, it's good attention because, you know, it's attention.
Yeah, dumbasses. Yeah, she's a dumbass because that's bad attention. You know, she's starting to gain a reputation on the news where it's like, I harass parents of missing children, guys, and I actually obstruct society so much they have to pass laws because of me. I did that in Florida and Georgia. In Georgia, like, oh my god, like,
well, look at that. Go ahead. Look at that dumpster fire of a article that what was that magazine, Vanity Fair did on her, and she took it as a win. So
Yeah.
I mean,
they literally had to put up a sign in front of Quentin Simon's house to say you cannot order here and do protests, and that they would arrest you. Like, they had to pass a law in Florida because of this. And I guess you're going to do this for every 50, all the 50 states. Maybe Tennessee's going to pass a law too while they're at it. Like, I swear to God, like, this woman is so bad that she's actually having laws being passed because of how terrible she is. Like, what the fuck? It's just crazy. It's crazy. And she thinks she's winning. And it's like, man, you basically in a car that's about to break down, called Black Beauty. Your hair's falling out. You've aged 10 years. You're in hiding. I mean, you're literally in hiding from the TPOs. And you're broke.
Her hiding from him cracks me up.
She's hiding from him. And like, how is she gonna move forward like from here? Like, I don't know. Like, so weird. It's a weird situation, but it's been a weird day so far, that's for sure. I'm kind of shocked the judge didn't really, but he did beat him. No protest. They passed it. Yeah, they did pass that in Florida. Okay, what are we playing now?
This is literally Davis fam. And it says Boring Betty the comments. They can blow me slow. I don't know if she's got copyrighted music on here or not.
We don't really need the music, really, but
Yeah, I imagine Patsy Cline is copyrighted.
Yeah, I'm guessing it probably is too. Anyhow, so she pops this here. Let's see. Let's go back for a minute. So it says JLR abuses women mentally and physically. He punched his girlfriend in the face in Washington, D.C., New York, in front of many witnesses. We've learned so much about JLR and his past. While he's spreading lies about Seth, I'll be spreading the truth about JLR. Okay, Bets. Sure.
What a dumbass.
Yep. So let's go back here.
We got to read the comments. Let's see.
Yeah, I was just trying to slow it down. Okay, there we go. So I was trying to go back to where they started at.
Can I do the reading? Can I do the dramatic
go ahead.
All right. Betty, stop. You look like a damn fool. Go home, go to court, grow up. And then someone says, and yet you constantly rage with jealousy over their relationship, ? I'm curious, how long does it take to realize you are the villain? Your own story, ? The next person says, why don't you just leave that man alone? If he is this bad, this big bad abuser, why did you stay with him? It's over, Betty. He moved on. Let him go, please. Next one says, I keep wanting to unsubscribe because of all the drama, but I have been following you for years and really like you. Please focus on true crime. I'm sure that with your engaging personality, I'm sorry, you can really make mark in true crime. I hope you can focus on that. I can't read that shit. That's so fucking ludicrous. Okay, next. That's such a ludicrous statement. She's gonna true crime. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, that's just hilarious. You still hiding in Mama's Mom, you gotta slow down. You gotta go back to that comment. It's still hiding in Mama's closet.
We gotta go back to the one where it says something about Okay, there was the first one. I keep wanting to unsubscribe because of the drama, but I've been following you for years and really like you. Okay, so is the next one.
The next one is, you still hiding in mama's closet? The judge said you're avoiding service. Why would you do that if you're so innocent? Get up there since you're so hard and have so much integrity. Andra. Next one is, I wish you would keep. Let me see. I think you skipped it a little. I think you went all the way to the end. You went to the end.
Yep, we gotta restart. Here we go. We'll see.
Back it up, Terry. Back it up.
Back it up, Terry. Back it up. Back it up. Okay, here we go. Dang it. Here, you know what? Let's do this. Let's put this in the slowest speed possible.
Yeah.
That way we can. Okay, there we go. Now we can let it play and roll through a little bit and then stop it. Okay, so it doesn't go too damn fast. All right, where did we stop at?
Keep on going. We passed the mama's closet comment. Okay, next one says, I wish you would keep Magnolia's name out of your mouth. She has not done anything to you to be calling her them kind of names. She's a beautiful person. Next one.
Okay, well, we're just kind of waiting on it to scroll through. I got it on the slow setting now, so
what is
not too slow here.
Okay. Girl, you have got yourself in a whole lot of shit. It's better to deal with the issue than run from it. I'm surprised that no one has sat you down and give you a serious talk. Well, her mother does it. Her mother fucking placates that stupid moron. That's why, that's the truth. Do you bet next? This should be an example of why you should treat like parents discipline your children a little bit. Just saying. You get fucking Bullhorn Betty. Proof, please. Oh, and what about your abuse record? ? What about your harassment of parents of missing children? Calling the kettle black, aren't we? Neither of you have the right to do what you're doing. All this drama is just attention-seeking behavior. Sadly, I fear you will end up getting more attention than you can handle. That is true. I think she's going to get a lot of attention. Attention from the courts, attention from the police, possibly attention from the jailers. She's going to get a lot of attention. She's going to love it. She's going to love that attention. This is from below her when she called JLR an abuser. These are all the people commenting on our page because she's an idiot and doesn't quite understand the fact that, there's more people that like him than her. And she sounds absolutely fucking deranged and as a deranged, jealous ex, just making up bullshit about the guy. That's what she sounds like. This is low. Yeah, I know it's low. How low can you go, Betty? Bahaha, coming from you. You have 3 POs against you. I watched the body cam footage of you and your ex-husband when you threatened to kill him with your arrest record. You can't talk about anyone being abusive. Yikes. Didn't you have something for putting hands on your husband, or was that not true? He gives me the creeps. Oh, okay. Next one. We're up to Wendy. That's finally one positive Bullhorn Betty comment after all these fucking Bullhorn Betty comments. For her. Oh my God. She's so fucking oh my God. She is such a weirdo, this lady. Like an absolute weirdo.
Hell yeah, she is.
Fuck, man.
All right. Okay, so how far down are we? We need to keep rolling?
Keep on rolling.
I push play. We'll see. Should be getting going here.
Getting going. Okay. Where's the proof, please? Betty Broderick.
The Betty Broderick of YouTube.
Really? Look into the mirror once in a while. Oh my God. Let me see. Another lie and a coward not shown for court. Where is all your proof for court? Dumb as a rock. No, ma'am. No one even wants to hear your screaming voice, but you keep saying the most vile, horrific things and are of no professional manner to help. Wow, this is like literally everyone that's like her subs just fucking dogging on her. Like, this is bad. This is real bad, Betty. What will happen to Betty? Will Betty finally have to get a job? Will Mickey D's hire her? Will she eat all the fries and be fired from Mickey
I don't know
D's?
if Mickey D's would hire her at this point.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, she'll probably eat all the fries if she worked at Mickey D's. My name is Bone Betty. You treat me with respect when you order your food from McDonald's. She's like, supersize me.
All right, it should be playing.
All right, we're waiting. Let me see. Okay, so no lie, a coward not showing up. Okay, we saw that one already. Go to court. Okay. People are telling her to go to court. I heard what he said about Seth is despicable, a lie, he should be ashamed of himself. I seen that one. Your slander all come back to bite you. Wait for it. Just thought, why not find Sebastian? What has happened to all of you? What the fuck? My heart sands. If I only was blessed at the followers and monetary means, I'd be trying to find the sweet boy. Cute pic. Okay. Why don't you let Seth stand up for himself and you try to be a decent human and keep Sebastian's name out in the public in the positive way and stop with being a negative ass? Yeah, doesn't sound like this sounds like a lot of people who used to like Betty and now are shitting on her because she's a fucking horrible person.
Yep.
Because I don't recognize any of these names really. A lot of any of these names in this chat, like I don't recognize them. These are not Queen Bee or any of the other chats comments. So, how come you are just now bringing this up if you're known about it? It's disturbing that you only started releasing information on his character, shady things he's done now that you are together, or girlfriend, whatever, the girlfriend. And it says, where is the proof? Why say it without the proof? This info, I can't read it because you got the loop thing. You got the thing covering it. I can't read it. This info is you help in what case? And it says, this isn't about Sebastian. This is jealousy and heartbreak. We get it, girl. That shit hurts, but not hurting back only hurts you. He has a strong audience that supports him as you do you. Nastiness, and it doesn't go. You can keep on going. Oh my God. Betty. Betty. What will you do, Betty? Why don't we alienate everyone on YouTube? Let me see. Yeah, when you were okay with it, went back to him and exact same things, and you claim he is doing. It's not good look, and will most likely send more supporters his way. Okay. We get the general gist of that one. This is just about Sebastian. Okay, we read that one. This isn't about Sebastian. This is jealousy, heartbreak. Okay, heartbreak. We get it, girl. Strong eyes. The nastiness is a huge turnoff. Okay, you are such a skull. Okay, it's going a little too fast for me to read.
So should we slow it back down again or what?
I don't know.
You know what? We'll just go to fucking Betty's goddamn community tab and read this shit off of here. Fuck this.
I think she deleted them all.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I think she deleted them all.
God dang it. Well, yeah, because that goes too fast and it's like stopping and start. It's fucking irritating. Let's go see if she did.
You get the general gist that her audience basically despises what she's doing. There's people who just want to hear the case and actually agree with her opinion.
Shit. She cut all her comments off. Shit. You can't fucking leave a comment. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but no, you can't. Comments are turned off. Look, comments are turned off. Yes, SF asked me and Jen Santinella to work with him. I told him I don't want work with internet PIs. This was before he turned on Jen, and receipts are absolutely posted on my Twitter. From that time period, no, I will not search for them. The assholes that want to question this can go look for themselves. SF needs to quit lying, and everyone can go see for themselves. Further, she's going to send people on a send-off to go look for something that ain't there. Furthermore, Jen can absolutely confirm this is true. SF is a liar and has always been. He's a shit stir and shit wannabe PI that barely leaves his basement except for clicks and views. Comments. Look, she's got comments are turned off.
Why would she say SF wants clicks and views? He's not even on YouTube.
Yeah, he is a Twitter.
Yeah.
And if you look at his Twitter, he talks about the cases he covers and also other, missing kids. I've looked at it, and I've read his Twitter, and that's what he does.
As far as him wanting to work with her, I could see him being a professional, and her working with Jennifer Santinello, and him working because he worked with Layla Santinello's dad. So I could see him saying, "Hey, why can't we just get along?" Or you know what I mean, like a professional thing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he asked to work with her. That he needed her help. Like she makes it sound.
She's not professional. She's a dirtbag.
Right.
Who is a weirdo who, she's a complete weirdo.
Who tried to go after his license by lying that he tried to scam her Venmo.
And she's hiding from service.
Right.
And it's not working because I guarantee you now that's going to be extended. And good luck with that, Betty, because your dumbass had a chance to defend yourself and you didn't. And everyone that's kind of sitting there who are kind of were your supporters are now questioning you and saying, wait a minute, I thought you were innocent. I thought you could defend yourself. I thought he was the one stalking you. But now he's got a order of protection. Maybe everything you're saying is full of shit.
Right.
Maybe you're using this boy's name as clickbait drama so you can get views because your channel is shit without it. Like if you don't do Sebastian Rogers with some drama, you get 1,000 views in a video. Let's be real. And her true crime sucks.
Right. Her numbers were stagnant until she took on Sebastian Rogers.
Yeah.
She was only getting 100 people or a couple hundred people in her chat.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to show a horrifying abuser, don't show him smiling with a cat on top of his chest. That's the worst photo to show. This evil abuser. And you show a cat just happy on his chest, him smiling.
Right.
Okay, let's be real. That's not the most intimidating photo. I probably would
show the proof you say you have.
I'd probably go with him at with a hoodie on, black hoodie on, looking intimidating or something. You literally have him playing with a cat. Come on. You're the one with multiple restraining orders. Get you spit down. Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, they're definitely telling her about herself in here. And as usual, you show no proof. Violent crimes are in your past, though. 166 likes. Some of us come to YouTube to follow missing persons cases, not the high school crap some of you are putting out here. People in glass houses should not throw stones, Betty. You say you're here for the families in these cases, so stick to that. Stick to that, because you're showing your colors and it ain't pretty. Oh,
yeah. And none of these people are in our community. I don't recognize any of these names except for me. I really don't. So it just tells me you're literally fucking bleeding subs because of your stupidity. Betty, you aren't high school anymore. Grow up. He's just not into you. It's that simple. And from your behavior, I can see why he's not. No need to bash him in public. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe this, Betty. Betty, you're just going down in flames. Like, this is stupid. BHB needs to hood up and talks a big show and runs and hides. That's what she's always done, Talicia. This bitch talked about, I know the law. I'll win this lawsuit. I'm brilliant. I worked with a judge. And this bitch couldn't even make a complaint. It's the most nonsensical. Like, she made 4 attempts at writing a complaint. 4. And each one of them sucked. Every single one of them sucked. And it was just the first complaint, she named Heels and Queen, and it would literally, they lived in 2 separate states and 2 separate YouTube channels. And like, it was garbage, complete and utter garbage. The lady is an idiot. And then she's showing herself that she's even a bigger idiot. Like, she goes to war with JLR and she thinks like, oh, she's going to win. JLR doesn't even need to do anything. He needs to just keep quiet and just ignore you, and you'll just bleed subs by you continuously attacking him. That's what's happening.
Right, and she tried to dox Burnt Toast that time and doxed a completely different family.
Yeah.
Along with their kid.
I mean, well, she doesn't have a problem threatening children with her last video.
No.
She has no problem. She loves children, but she'll threaten them.
Right.
Yeah, I've never seen a child advocate threaten children.
Right.
With like a nonchalant in her like bunker, in her mom's basement bunker somewhere, or some bunker. Well, it would be a mighty shame if something would happen to your child from these crazy YouTubers.
Right.
It's like, holy fuck, ma'am. Are you out? And she does the crazy look around like she's nuts. And I'm like, whoa, lady. Whoa, you need to fucking chill. Like, your mom needs to talk to you or something. I don't know.
Her mom aligns with it.
Yeah, her mom is a whack job.
I'm 50 and my dad's 81. If I did stupid shit like this, my dad would be having a talk with me.
If my stepdad was still alive, he'd probably punch me in the face if I just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
It'd be like just like that the Godfather said, like, stop embarrassing me, get slapped around a little bit. What are you doing? Man,
and my mom, if she was still here, she would say my first name and say, I raised you better than that.
Oh, by the way, Queen, you got like a $10 super chat.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't even see it here. Let me see. Hold on. It didn't pop up for me. Who is it?
Amy.
Still Amy. Okay. I'm just a big old lurker, but love your channel, Queen. Also, thanks so much whoever gifted me membership the other night. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, baby. Even if you are, watching from the bushes, it's all good. Thank you.
In the bushes, like Betty's in the bushes right now. Betty's hiding in the bushes.
Betty's in the fucking house hiding out, window shades pulled, not answering the door. Don't fucking answer it. Don't even look that way if they knock on the fucking door.
Sitting on the floor with the lights out.
Right. Grab the dog. Shh.
Yeah. Well, she can't even have the dog with her because she can't take the dog out to go potty.
Poor dog. Oh my God. I forgot about the dog.
Right. She can't even have the dog with her because it yaps.
Yeah.
So it's got to stay, with her mom.
Yeah.
Poor dog. He's so confused about what the hell is going on. This
Right.
woman, like with the pump cheese, she just grabs it up and like fucking squeezes him, and he gets hurt a little bit, in my opinion. And then she just runs out of the house and disappears into the fucking world and leaves this poor dog.
Look at these comments. Jesus, these are bad. And yet here you are with multiple restraining orders against you. Sit down, 185 likes.
Right.
All I can say is you are doing a fabulous job self-sabotaging your entire life. 123 likes. Betty, okay, so this one's true crime housewife. Betty, you aren't in high school anymore. Grow up. He's just not into you. It's that simple. And from your behavior, I can see why he's not. No need to bash him in public.
Right. I agree.
Lord, there's a tons of these on here. Okay, and you're on the your DV register more than once yourself. It's public. Anyone can look it up. And you're going to talk about your abusive past after. Okay, hold on. Abusive past after done talking about this.
Well, talk about her not wearing pants, because she did it without pants in the streets of wherever she was.
So yeah, listen, Courtney Sullivan here. Is that what it is? Courtney Sullivan says, how come you are just now bringing this up if you've known about it? It's disgusting that you only just started releasing information on his character and the shady things he's done now that you aren't in good terms with him.
Yeah.
Yet when y'all were okay, you would have backed him in the exact same things that you claim he's doing. It's not a good look. And let's see. You will most likely send your supporters his way. I've seen you go hard for someone. I've never seen you go so hard for someone the way you do with Seth. No one has ever. Okay, let's see here. No one has had a lot of. Let's see. I've never seen her go hard for anybody like that either. No one had a lot of bad to say other than the fact that he's collected money, fired decent people, and stopped looking for his son. No one is accusing him of anything. I think you're fighting a one-way battle.
He's acting like a moron ever since
this one right here. This one says, "Look, Ted Becky says, didn't you go to jail for strangling your ex-husband?"
Well, I think she was never arrested. I think she was never actually went to jail. I think she was like, I think it was dropped, the charge. Like he didn't want to pursue it. I'm pretty sure. But there was a report made about it. I know that.
Jeez, man, there's a lot of these.
Wow, slander. Yeah, wow, slandering others. I think that's criminal behavior. Grow up, get some mental health treatment. You'll feel better and be on top of your game. Oh, she's gonna need a lot of mental health. We're gonna need a lot. This woman is batshit crazy. The bleach has fucking fried her brains.
Oh my god.
And you're going to be blamed for this, Queen. You're going to be like, Queen B did this to me. That's
I'm going to be blamed.
That's going to be the next file. Yeah, that's going to be the next filing. She's going to fucking screenshot all this. And it's going to be pages of just fucking her hate fucking comments.
But yeah, we don't recognize even one of the names.
I don't recognize
all of our listen to her read them out. Listen to that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't recognize any of these names. And this just tells me like this is like these are people that have watched in the bushes for you, watched it and supported you when you were covering the case, and now they're turning on you because they see you as a scumbag. As we all do. And I'm glad that they're finally finding out that you're a scumbag human being, trash bag. You should hopefully, that attention eventually dies out and your channel will be as dead as Laura's channel.
And they see you melting down.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is crazy. Like, yeah. And then you pick, like, the worst picture of, like, JLR to be intimidated of. It's like, look at this guy. It's like, ma'am, let me tell you something. Showing a guy with a cat is probably not going to intimidate all the women in this sector. Yeah. You know, they're probably going to be saying, well, that's a nice cat. It's an orange cat. Wow.
I mean, we laugh at her when she puts on that stupid birthday hat and goes and starts singing or whatever. But that part of Betty, I think, is funny. I like that part of Betty. And if she just came on her channel and did normal talking about cases and did funny stuff like that or whatever, she'd be likable. Not to me, because I know her past, but she'd be likable to new people that don't know her. But then she's got to go after she gets all these new people watching her. She's got to go and do all this stupid shit, and then they wise up and they're like, "Whoa, this lady's nuts. I need to go watch someone else." You know,
it's like yeah, because the thing is like you are starting a war with JLR for some fucking stupid ass reason. I don't know why. She could have easily said, "I disagree with JLR. I believe Seth is innocent. There's nothing wrong with him, and I don't agree with him going out and just move the fuck on. But yet you go to this total war, salt the earth war path on this guy for some fucking reason, which makes no sense to me because he's never gone really on a total war path with you at all.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically been ignoring you, and I think that probably pisses her off even more so than him replying, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Because you're not even like you're forgotten. Like
exactly.
You're forgotten. I mean, you're just like probably a bad part of his past that he just wants to forget, and that's it.
Right.
And he probably regrets eating anything in your house because he probably got sick from eating anything you cooked him. That's probably why that's probably why you went to Chili's all the time, because you couldn't fucking deal with your cooking because it was terrible. And you probably went there every time. It's like, oh, would you like some cooking in my house? JLR's like, oh, no, I really want some Chili's. We'll go to the Chili's. Probably fucking didn't want to get food poisoning again or something from your fucking rotten meat that you buy. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Your dirty ass kitchen, your dirty ass house that looks like it's fucking dirty. I mean, like, fuck. And now you got a dog. That poor dog is in that house. Just in like that, all over the place emotionally. That dog is being manipulated. Jesus Christ. Like, you're supposed to give a dog a little bit of a stable environment, and that dog has no stable environment at all. Like, there is no routine for that dog. And that dog's going to grow up, and he's going to be a little bit fucked up because of you, Betty. Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
Well, that's Delilah's mommy, and that's all she knows is her mommy. And now she's with grandma all the time. It's like dogs want their humans,
Well, dogs like routines. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like when my mom had her dog, she was, it was basically, morning. At this time, 7, you get to eat at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Boom. Both of them out. Before they eat, they go outside. Then they come in, they eat, then they relax, then they go out again in the afternoon.
Right.
And then maybe there's a routine and time routine, and dogs are like that. Dogs like a routine. Cats are more like, leave me the fuck alone and I'll do what I want type of deal. They just do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Dogs are more routine based, But yeah, I mean, even the time they go to bed is routine for dogs. Like when they go to kind of in their beds and stuff like that. But there's no routine for this dog. This dog is not being trained. He's not being trained to go out. He's not being trained to have a person orders and commands and stuff like that. This poor dog getting fucked up in the head, and now he's got now he's supposed to be afraid of dogs now because this woman can't handle a pumpchi.
Mm-hmm.
A pumpchi. Whoever called the police on a chihuahua? I've never heard that in my life. Who calls the police on a chihuahua?
Well, chihuahuas can be assholes. I mean, my uncle, he had 2 chihuahuas that were just assholes. My kids were like really mild kids, and they loved dogs, and they knew how to be around dogs. But these damn chihuahuas would always bite my kids, and I never understood why.
Yeah, but like they're chihuahuas. Do you call the cops on those dogs?
No,
the worst thing you can do. The worst thing, what you could probably do is put some fucking winter gloves on, and pick them up. So that solves the problem.
I just told my kids, stay away from them. Don't try to pet them. But,
yeah.
But I have a Chihuahua named Vinny, and one time when we first got him, I went to grab him, and he tried to bite me, and I yelled out, I said, "You gonna bite me?" And he's never tried to do that again.
Captain Atkin, we're gonna need you to press that link. He says, who calls the police on a possum? Yeah, I did call the police on a possum. That is true. That is 100% true. I was younger, and I saw that possum in the garbage and scared the crap out of me. And
did you think the possum was gonna bite you? I guess they're pretty mild. They don't docile.
I didn't know they were mild. Okay, I just saw these giant fangs in the trash, and I was like, oh my god! And then
they do look kind of scary. I do agree. We don't have possums around here, but I know at my brother's house in Michigan they have possums, and you're driving along at night and you see these damn possums. They're kind of freaky looking. I don't blame
Yeah,
you.
and then you realize once you do research, you could literally lift them up by the tail and just walk them away.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that at the time. So that's why. Okay, let's just be
All right.
real. It's definitely one of those embarrassing situations in my life that I'll definitely regret ever doing. And I definitely think I lost a lot of respect with those police officers when they saw it, because all they did was kick over the can and the thing scurried off, and that was pretty much it. So, I mean, but I would have to say I'd rather have the possum situation than the chihuahua situation. I think the respect would have dropped a lot more if I called the police on a chihuahua. I was attacked by a chihuahua.
Miss Brittany, you're up here with us. How are you, baby? Miss
Hey.
you're up here with us.
Hi, Miss Brittany.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to say something.
That's okay. Cap, you up here?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, baby.
Hi, Cappy. You can go first if you want.
Hey. No, I was just going to tell B-Tim real quick. I'm here. So when you want to talk about calling the police on animals, we can talk, okay?
Listen, it was a possum. It was years, very long time ago, actually. Like, probably almost like fucking 20 years ago.
Support.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Like I told you, I've had an encounter with the police and a possum too. Like honestly, though, I think I said it on the panel. I don't know. I might have been a voice chat, but that one time, that girl, like, she picked up a possum and there was police there already. They were literally going to draw their guns on her, like, put the possum down.
Put the possum down.
Put the possum down.
Oh my God.
Like, because there was some situation where this girl called me and she's like, these people won't leave my apartment. And the situation ran deeper, but we'll leave those details out, okay? Anyhow, I'm like 9 months pregnant and I'm not fighting nobody. And I'm like, you know what? You need to get out of her apartment. Like, the cops are going to come if you don't leave. And the cops came, and I'm standing by the cops, and I'm telling them what's up. And, yeah, she's like, oh, look at the possum. And it was, like, by this palm tree. She picks it up by its tail, so it goes, like, plays dead. And they're like, put the possum down right now. Put the possum. It was really funny. I, like, stood behind the cop. I'm like, oh, my God, no, You ain't throwing that thing at me, bitch.
You threw the possum at the police officer, and it just like started like attacking, like and then like they have to like shoot the possum.
Yeah, they don't mess with you if you don't mess with them, but like they will play dead and stuff, though.
I get bears in my garbage, and I don't even call the police. B-Tim.
It's so funny.
B-Tim,
I just yell at them and they go away.
B-Tim, you gotta get out of the penthouse you're living in more often. You gotta get out of the penthouse.
Yep.
Listen, I don't live in the penthouse. Don't worry. I don't live in the penthouse.
Also, that poor dog is gonna end up rehomed. It already should be.
Yeah, I
She's
see it.
not gonna take care of it.
Like, a puppy is so easy to take care of, but once it grows up, it's gonna,
Unless you're Betty, then you can't take care of yourself. How are you going to take care of a dog?
She said that she's waiting for Delilah to get bigger, and Delilah will go with her. So I'm just saying. And she's bringing it to her mom, so her mom's taking good care of the dog.
I used to be really afraid of Chihuahuas too, though. Like, Chihuahuas can be like a little mean sometimes.
A Chihuahua is not something you need to call the police about. The Chihuahua is all you need to do is put.
Did you call the police on a Chihuahua though? Like, because I missed it. I just got.
Yeah, she called the police twice on the 2 Pumpchees that she alleged attacked her.
Oh my God.
And there was an actual 911 call of it.
Where did she get attacked at?
In the front of her yard. Yeah, she was apparently. My understanding is she was walking her dog, and the other 2 Pumpchees were leashed. And they ran up, and she grabs her dog up, and she's thinking that she's being viciously mauled by the Pumpchees.
See, that's messed up, though. That's a good way to get a dog put down. What a bitch.
Right, so she called the police down.
Yeah,
And they
I
told
think
the
that's what she was trying to do.
yeah, I think
Right.
that was actually what she was trying to do, was get the pump cheese killed.
but she's got this video of the audio, and it sounds like those dogs were actually hit or something. They were running away in pain.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if she like hit the pump cheese.
Dude, what
I
is that?
wonder if, and I don't know because I've heard the audio too, but I wonder if Betty hurt all 3 dogs because it sounded like they were all hurt. Like, if you listen to the audio, it does not sound like a dog fight. Sounds like they're being hurt.
Yeah, what I think would happen is the pump cheese probably came up to sniff a new dog, like dogs do. They don't immediately start attacking, and she overreacted, and she lifted up, she hurt those dogs. I just think that's happened. Because that's what dogs do. Dogs first come up and they sniff you, and they sniff other dogs and stuff like that. And sometimes it could be a bad interaction, but most times it's not a bad reaction. It's usually just like, oh, it's a dog. Sniff, sniff. That's what happens. I mean, sorry.
I don't know. I had an interaction like a couple weeks back, and I can't remember what kind of dog it is, but it's one of those. It's on the list of the mean dogs. Like, it's really big, and it's got like a fucking lion's mane type of like.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. I think I know. They're from China.
They're fucking giant. Okay.
Yeah, those dogs they were used as like guard
and they're super expensive, and I don't know who the fuck owned this dog in my neighborhood, okay? But my mom and my daughter pull up, and they're like, there's a dog loose. We were like trying to get its attention. It ran up the street, and I'm like, oh, really? So like, I used to be fearless with dogs, except for Chihuahuas. That's different. They're little tiny dogs. But big dogs, I always had big dogs and wasn't afraid of big dogs. And for some reason in my older age, I'm just a little more scared. And so I go outside, and my husband's in his truck on a work call, and I'm like knocking on the door, and I'm like, is there a dog? And he's like, yeah, it's up there. And he points, and then all of a sudden, and I'm like whistling and clapping, and all of a sudden this giant fucking dog starts running. And I'm like, no, I didn't call the cops though, because like I don't want the cops to come, and then like, I don't know, like something could go wrong. So I'm like, this other lady comes, and she like, you know, goes looking for the dog. I'm like, the dog ran down this way. I'm like, I got all scared. Like, I hid behind the truck. I totally chickened out of that rescue. I got so scared. And my husband's like, what are you doing? Like, why did you call it to you just to hide? That was really mean. And I'm like,
oh my God, that's crazy.
I got all freaked out at the end of it though. Like, I'm like, oh my God, that thing's huge. And it was like running full force. I couldn't tell if it was happy or mad, so I was not willing to take a chance. So.
Yeah, man, I just don't understand. Like, and then she like she uses that as an excuse. Mastiffs are huge. Yeah, mastiffs are fucking gigantic. They were used as like to hunt lions, basically, help hunt lions.
Thing was fucking huge, man. It was.
But like, no, I know, Brittany. I know you're joking. But like, Betty is just like. Then she uses that as an excuse why she's leaving her house because she's so afraid of the dog attack. That's what she was originally using as an excuse why she was in her house, because she was attacked by pup cheese.
Oh, jeez, are you serious? That's just crazy. Like, I was scared as a child of these of Chihuahuas. That was like, there was this old couple my grandparents knew, and they would go help them like mow their lawn and stuff like that. And they had a mean Chihuahua. And when my mom was little, like these people were like old enough to be my grandparents' parents. So when my mom was little, they were old couple even, you know, and they had a different Chihuahua that was mean. Like, so we both kind of shared this like fear of Chihuahuas, but it wasn't like some fear to where I would call the cops on some dog that's fucking 4 pounds. Like, that's crazy. That's
pretty fucking nuts. That is pretty fucking nuts.
I would definitely call the police on a possum before a Chihuahua. I'll give that one to you.
Yeah. Still. But yeah, that lady is fucking nuts, and she's in hiding, and she's hiding. What do you think of the whole situation of her hiding from service? Like I'm hearing like random reports that apparently it's being like I think it was actually extended. I don't think
Hiding.
it's temporary.
Hiding from what?
Service. She's hiding from the TP. She was hiding from like the being
Oh.
served. But
That's like probably not a good idea, especially since he's online all the time. I mean, hide from whatever you want, but if you're going to be online and hiding, that's probably not good.
well, I'm hearing reports that people are stating that the judge like was not happy that she was hiding from service, and he knows that she was hiding from service.
Yeah, that the judge is going to like that.
That's just what was posted on Facebook. We don't know for a fact, but yeah, that's what was posted on Facebook.
Well, I mean, that's why I say people are saying. That's not me.
Yeah.
I don't know. But to me,
Yeah.
like I looked at the judge's picture, and he doesn't look like the type of judge to be fucking playing games with.
Right.
He's like, he kind of reminds the judge that'll be like, okay, you're going 15 years in jail type of deal. Like, I don't think he plays around. I don't think
One of those judges, huh? You could tell just by the picture.
He has like, I mean, I think I looked at Discord. The guy has like a military cut. Like, let me see.
Oh no, not one of those judges. Not a military cut judge.
Yeah, like he looks like
shit.
He does not look like a judge I would want to be in front of. I think I'd be a little worried. I'd be like, let me see who's Sumner County.
Oh no.
Plus, she's screwing with a family who has a missing child. I don't imagine any judge would be very pleased about this.
Yeah, this is the picture.
No, probably
this
not.
This is the picture of the judge.
Oh Lord.
Does that look like the judge that looks like he's gonna play?
Where do I get to see it at?
I put it in the back chat.
Oh, hold on.
You want to put it up here?
Sure. That's the judge, apparently.
Oh yeah. I ain't playing with that judge. He's scary. You're right.
That's like the judge. That's
Whose
like
judge is that? Wait. What judge is that for?
That's for the order of protection.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
right.
He's the one. That's the judge that signed it.
Yeah, that's the judge that signed it.
Oh fuck.
Bitch, I ain't playing with any judge, but
Plus, not only is she messing with a family with a missing kid, she's also from Florida, messing with a family from Sumner County, from his county. So he's not gonna. Yeah, no judge is gonna play with that bullshit.
no, I don't think they're gonna like that. Yeah. It doesn't sound like a
And
good.
people were telling Betty, like, yo, you really should be there because they don't play around. You really should be there. And she did not listen. She thinks, because the thing with Betty is like, she knows her understanding of the law, how she knows law, is how she could skate and kind of like skate by it and try to manipulate shit to her benefit. But the thing is, it's like eventually judges don't like that shit. Eventually they find out what you're trying to do. And if she had any brains in her fucking head, she would have kept her mouth shut about it, said nothing about it. So I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about being served or anything about that. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just talking about Sebastian Rogers' case and pretended. But yet she admitted, they knew that they were going after her. And they probably pulled up the multiple recordings of this woman doing a live stream, including the one where she threatened her child, like Katie's child, which was like actually Chris's child, I believe. And said, yeah, she knows she's being service and she's and she's purposely dodging service because she knows she's supposed to be here.
Right. She keeps going on YouTube saying, fuck you, judge. Pretty much just flipping the judge off, kind of, the way by what she's saying. And yeah, judges don't like that. Judges demand respect, as they should. They've worked very hard to get in their positions.
Yeah, and I think like particularly I think probably at least if she didn't want this PO to be granted, she needed a lawyer to show up with her for her being there by herself would not have made a difference. Yeah, I mean, but the problem is the bitch doesn't have money. The lady is a broke joke, and she's a loser in life. I mean, like, she's a goddamn loser. I mean, her car's broken down, her hair's about to go off, she lives in a dump, she smells. I mean, like, she probably smells like rotten meat because all the rotten meat she eats, she cooks like shit.
Allegedly.
Well, this is my opinion. So,
Your
I mean,
opinion.
my opinion, she probably smells like rotten meat in desperation. I mean, because she's desperate for views, she's desperate for attention because she's never gotten it in her life, and she's a loser. And that's just my opinion. And maybe, and you know what? I hope she gets that attention, the attention from the authorities. I hope she gets the attention from the sheriff's department and the judge and the jailer, and she can go there and get all the attention she wants.
She's building up for the 26th. She'll be getting plenty of attention then.
Oh, well, let's hope it's
Michelle
not.
Vincent, hold on. She gifted a membership. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the Hive Love. And if y'all go, whoever got it, I don't know who got it. I can't see on here, but whoever got it, give her a shout. Let her know. Thank
That was
you.
nice.
Little Skid Row. Little Skid Row's looking for some slammy time. Yeah, she's looking to go to jail because she's stupid. Because I guarantee you it's probably going to get granted. Like, at least a temporary is going to be extended. And if she's going to continue talking shit and threatening, I think it's, I don't know if it's a good thing for her. And she doesn't have that support. She doesn't have the support as like, Turtle Boy had or something like that. She's going to get arrested, and the best she's going to get is maybe like $2,000. That's it. And she's going to go in jail, and she's going to gain her no sympathy because she's basically been a complete fucking idiot on this case.
But she made a lot of money in Georgia.
Yeah, but the difference is Georgia, she didn't burn down all her bridges. She didn't burn down her bridge with JLR. She didn't burn down her bridge with Dolly. She didn't burn down her bridge with Molly. She didn't burn down her bridge with Justin. So she had a community of people, content creators that would support her if that that's why the money was coming in. But now she's by herself. She's fucking pissed off JLR supporters. She's pissed off Dolly supporters. She's pissed off Molly supporters. She's pissed off like almost every single group segment on this platform. I don't even think Olivia, we're going to have to find out if Olivia's around or something. I don't know. She seems to be missing.
In her mind, she doesn't need all those people. She's Bullhorn Betty, don't you know? She demands respect. She's well known by Brian Enton and the Daily Mail and blah 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 blah, and she's worldwide and da 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 da. You've heard it. She doesn't think she needs all those people. She just needs to be Bullhorn Betty and do her thing, and she'll
Yeah, and when she goes to jail, when she gives their identification number, she'll say, "I'm Bullhorn Betty." Okay, that's good, ma'am. We'll just put your stuff we're gonna hold your stuff while you're in jail.
Right. Do you know who I am?
Well, we don't. We're about to find out who you are when we admit you into jail, ma'am, because your dumb ass doesn't know when to stop. Like, really?
Oh yeah, SF Investigates has a challenge for the bullhorn.
Yeah. We never went over that.
Griffin for the bull to the horn. Hold on. Let me go grab it.
I was just thinking about that. I was going to remind you hadn't gone over that yet.
I forgot all about it. Dang it. I'm glad you said something. Well, somebody else said something, but that's all right. I'm glad we figured it out, right? That's all right.
Right. We'll get through this together. It takes a village, right?
That's right. And you know what? Here, we're going to read it off every day with Jay. We're going to read hers off because it's right here. His I can't believe this, man. Dang. Almost forgot this. Stink. This is the best part here. Check this out. Look at this bad boy. And you know what? I know she'll stick to it because I know she would not want to, take away from a fundraiser or anything that he could put $50K in for her. So I was sent a transcript of Bullhorn Betty claiming tonight that I have been trying to work with her for 2 years and she has turned me down. Dang, really? I have an amazing opportunity for Bullhorn Betty to help the missing if this is true. Show any proof of that, and I will donate $50,000 to a missing persons based nonprofit of her choice. Any proof. She has said this out loud. So if she can't prove it and cheats a nonprofit out of $50,000, then she herself proves she is a worthless cancer on this community, nothing but a bottom-feeding leech who is a failure at life. So show the proof, Bullhorn, because the only communication between us, besides my demand to preserve evidence, is you begging me to come on your show during the Kylie Rodney case, to which I never responded. I'll also match it with another $50,000 if you can prove I was fired by the Kylie Rodney family as you claim, whom I still work for to this day. Here's your big shot to do something meaningful and raise $100,000 for the missing persons community. Don't fail them again like you do time and time again. Flop at life.
That's a mic drop.
Oh, yeah. That's a big fucking mic drop there.
Hashtag flop at life. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Of course, you're going to be blamed for that one, too, because you control SF. You're like, you run this. You run these streets.
Oh,
Everyone reports to you. I'll make sure we get to the Illuminati meeting after this live stream with all the capos.
Well, that's what I said. I thought he was still friends with the grandpa from Kylie Rodney. Earlier, I said that. I was like, I don't remember him having any beef with Kylie Rodney's family. He was very close to them, I thought.
No, I remember that. Actually, he was the one defending them multiple times. So
exactly.
And he was, you know what I mean? Like, there was some disagreements on the footage from the car, like, because there was some disagreements, like how he interpreted it, how Greg interpreted. But that was pretty much it. Like, there was nothing wrong with him when it came to that case. It was absolutely
I think the only fighting that was going, not real fighting, but disagreements that were going on was between him and AWP. That was the only thing I remember.
Yeah, because they identified, like, they reported him secretly, and the parents, and didn't give them notice when they were, like, reporting on the Kylie Rodney body being found.
Yeah, they threw it up on Facebook before they let them know.
Yeah, it was, like, really fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why SF had some issues with AWP because he saw who they were. They were opportunistic pieces. He was an opportunistic piece of shit, garbage human being that AWP for what they did, and he didn't like that. I mean, they recorded him secretly while they were they're breaking the news. Oh, we found your daughter. We found your daughter deceased. It's like, what? First off, you're not the ME. You can't identify a body. You can't just state that as a fact. And second off, you shouldn't be putting that on a fucking live stream without their consent, asshole.
Right. And even though Jennifer Coffendoffer was slamming him during the Riley strain when he was hired by the family to do the PI thing, even though he was being trashed by her, saying he didn't know what he was doing and that the reports were out and stuff, and he's like, I am not going to release any reports until I've released them to the family. When the family has seen them, then we'll release them if the family wants me to.
Yeah, I mean, like with Coffendoffer, it's like sometimes I agree with her, sometimes I don't. It's like sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. Like there's cases I agree with her with the Karen Reed case, and then there's some cases I do not agree with her. You know what I mean?
She's a YouTube personality, so
yeah. I mean, that's how it is, honestly, with most cases. It's like, there's going to be disagreements with some people when it comes to cases. That's how it is. But with her, yeah, there's some. I disagree with her a little bit. Well,
was like, sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. Oh, Lord.
Listen, it's true. It's true. Sometimes I do feel like a nut.
Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds don't.
Mounds don't because.
Oh, man.
Hilarious.
Who is SF? SF is a PI that predominantly focuses on missing children, like missing teenagers and kids cases. And we've heard about him during the Kylie Rodney case. I particularly heard him. He was working with the family. And there was a lot of conspiracies going about by a certain YouTuber named and fantastic music artist, doing the air quotations, Ryan Upchurch, claiming that YouTubers were creating a secret sex ring, like trafficking ring, And you know, Kylie Rodney's friend and all these people had something to do with the disappearance and all this stuff. And it was really fun. They were attacking the mother of the missing girl, and they thought, you know, and it turned out it was just an accidental. She drove into the river, unfortunately, because it was dark. She didn't realize, you know, she missed her turn. She just drove into the lake because it was really dark, and she went down. And there's actually a video released from I think a
fire cam
that shows her going into the water, and it was found much later after her remains were found, and it put to bed on that. But it was just a bad situation. A lot of conspiracy theorists who jumped up, and even T-Red, the Chucky Way. Oh, by the way, did you see this fool? Queen, did you see that fool's new fucking thing?
No, what do you mean?
He's got the thing called The Return of the True Crime King, and it's so fucking bad. I laughed my ass off. It's hilarious. You want to see it?
Oh wow!
Can we see? He dances around without his shirt at one point.
Oh dear God!
And he's like jiggly. He's got he's like flabby. It's hilarious.
Don't make me change my fucking avatar right now.
Please, it's a minute trailer. It's hilarious.
That's my fan art.
T-Rev #1 fan.
T-Rev's #1 fan. Oh my God.
Got that right.
I don't care what anybody says. I like SF Investigates. I like him.
Yeah, I didn't see any problem with him. I thought he did well. Like that Upchurch interview kind of like won me over because he just wasn't reactive to Upchurch, which was pretty cool because that's what Upchurch was looking for. That when Zav had them on, like, and the way Zav let him get done was terrible hosting, like etiquette. Like it was really bad.
Zav Ghoul.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is he lets his integrity speaks for itself. You know, he doesn't like I said with the Kylie.
People call him a shady liar, and I haven't seen any lies or shadiness. I don't understand.
No. By the way, Queen, I got it shared in the back. If you just let me share it, I can play it.
I think he's. I kind of enjoyed his commentary.
I got it back here too, baby. We both got it back here. Yeah, I said we both got it up. I just was waiting on you guys. You ready?
I'm ready. Listen,
I'm ready.
Should I take the music off?
I mean, make it low, and we'll just talk over it.
All right. It's got a bad echo.
Better put some fucking respect on his name.
Let me mute here.
Who does he think he is? Michael Jackson? This looks like a beginning of a Michael Jackson video.
No, that's not good. I wouldn't want to be compared to Michael Jackson. Let's just say that much.
Hey, I'm a Michael Jackson fan.
I'm
a big MG fan. You better knock it up, Tim.
I am too.
Listen, there's, you know what I mean? I don't think he was, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't want to be compared personally as Michael Jackson. Let's just say that much. But anyway, let's continue.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Not guilty.
Okay, last year at this time I weighed 229 pounds. Now I'm down to 157.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Shut up, bitch.
Wow, bro. Look at this.
Said, put some respect on his name, Tim.
He looks like a child. He looks like a kid. You know, like the little kids when they went on
YouTube rap god right there. You better fucking come correct.
With covering his body with the loop. She doesn't want to see him.
For those who doubted and those who believe, the king is back. Welcome to the next chapter.
Oh my God. Rev Gang Strong Beach.
T-Rev, T-Fraud Gang Strong.
How are you like almost 40 years old and you have no muscles on your body? Like, how do you have like no muscles? Like, do you not?
Scary Grim Reaper.
I know my husband's like 53 and he's got a hell of a lot more muscle than that.
Yeah, like, bro, like, you have what? Do you not like
Why
lift
is he putting the
weights?
Grim Reaper in this? Like, he's such a fucking idiot.
What's because he is
You
the king.
ready?
He is
Are
a
you
piece of
fucking
shit.
ready? Is the Grim Reaper supposed to be like because it's true crime and people die or something? Like that's tacky if that's the case.
Yeah.
Or is it he just so deadly and crazy cool? Like, I don't know. He's
Yeah.
so weird.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not talking like a T-Rev #1 fan.
I know.
Yeah,
I need to step it up. I need to fucking cool it out over here. I know.
Like he kind of reminds you of like the kid, like like the early YouTube with the kids like start screaming in the fucking camera, like they're like shirtless, like like the old videos when they first discovered. He kind of reminds you of that with the giant hat, and he's got like these kids' clothes. Like, bro, you're not an adult. Like, you're
the giant hat.
Some people, they just don't realize what a joke they are.
He is a joke. He is literally a man-child pretending to be a rapper while like shirtless. He's showing off his body. It's like, sir, you do not have a six-pack. You don't have any muscles.
Credible true crime source. What are you talking about? You wrote the Truckee Way. Enough said.
The Truckee Way. Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking idiot, dude.
What a banger.
I'm serious. Like, all jokes aside, like, writing a song about that little girl, like, that was just so gross. Like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, buddy?
He was thinking about how much he could suck on Ryan Upchurch's nuts. That's how much he was thinking. And maybe Ryan Upchurch, Papa Upchurch will fucking recognize me. Papa Upchurch, can you see me? Papa, can you see me? Papa, can you see me? It's like he's in the musical. What's that song? Is that Barbra Streisand? Papa, can you see me?
Oh my god, I think so.
Papa, can you hear me? Yeah. And that's like Ryan Upchurch. It's like in his little fucking basement apartment. So like doing this like, Papa Ryan, can you hear me? I really need your help.
I swear to God, like there was a stream recently about Kylie Rodney, and it was recent, and like the people in the stream were talking about like how on point Ryan Upchurch was.
Oh yeah, there's this one person who still does Kylie Rodney shit, and it just pisses me off. I'm just like, oh my god, let this poor girl rest in peace.
No, but there's something to it, y'all. Like I just don't understand like what they're not seeing. And you know, I blame this like single-handedly on fucking AWP. Because they were supposedly this credible source, and they were putting it out there that stuff seems suspicious.
Right.
It was just like, shut the fuck up. Right. And then they went and did interviews on each channel, basically contradicting she was in the back seat being suspicious. They're like, no, that's normal that she was in the back seat. And then, but they kept up with or at least Jared did. Well, they both did. They all fucking did. With the guy and the guy that met us at the Best Buy parking lot. Like, what the fuck? The tow truck driver? Okay.
Yeah, the tow truck driver that just mysteriously appeared when he saw your sign on this driving into town and just said, hey, I'll just do an interview with that person.
At Walmart.
At Walmart, yeah.
Everybody was unhappy with Cappy. She was bashing AWP.
Yeah, man. Then it turns out that like when he does an interview after, he says it's suspicious she's in the back. He does an interview advertising his shitty fucking seatbelt cutter.
Oh my god, remember that? Like, it was so trash. And like, those are so important to have. Get the fuck out of here right now.
It's like that guy's a douchebag. You know, he's still currently suing Job.
Oh yeah, he's still getting in the water and getting cars out, and he might still be finding people. I don't know. That
he's
part.
Josh Contu. He's actually Josh Contu, his former And it's really fucked up how he's fucking with that guy's life.
Right.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. Guy's
Yeah.
got a new baby and shit. Yeah.
Why?
Because he didn't like the fact the guy was working with other of the former AWP people, and he's just using his money to fuck with them now.
Dude, I swear I could see that in Jared when, like, I was really happy he came up on Queen's panel because that was like during all the scandal with the Dylan Round stuff with that one guy, right? I was really happy that happened, but I could tell at that moment that maybe he wasn't super as professional as he proclaimed. Because when he came up here, he said something to the effect of like, it was we like to have that reward, but it was kind of like, so people would get mad that he didn't get the money. I don't know. It was like, it was carefully worded. He is very careful of how he worded things when he appeared on people's panels. And it was like very evident to me. And I was really sold on their skill set though. I was like, this is awesome what they do. That guy's kind of whatever, but after they did the documentary on Kylie, I was just like, this fucking is bullshit. They're targeting fucking her little boyfriend. Like, that's so fucked up.
Yeah. Well,
everybody thinks the kid did something to her now.
I mean, like, it's just this usual stuff. Like, for instance, like with more stuff is coming out about Mr. Yeast or Mr. Beast, because you can't say his name on YouTube or you'll get censored. Like, it's coming out that, like, he's doing the same thing as, Mr. Beast, where he's like, oh yeah, if they're crying, make sure you film them. Make sure they film them. And it's the same thing. It's like a lot of these YouTubers who like we think are good people are actually just the biggest piece of shit sit around and willing to do anything for views, including like how AWP and Jared would just basically like, oh, we got to make sure we capture them crying on the camera.
Because listen, with the sensationalizing comes views, and people listen. It makes it more interesting to watch. I'm just going to be totally honest.
Yep.
Like it is what it is. I probably still kind of be like, that maybe that's a little tacky if you're thinking in the big picture and you're thinking about like how that behind the scenes looks like they're getting in this girl's face with a camera while she's crying, you know what I mean, kind of thing. But that the whole shit they fucking pulled with the dipping their toes in the true crime drama fucking pool and promoting their video and their channel with like basically putting a target on some 19-year-old kid, like that was fucked up. That was the deal breaker for me. I probably could deal with them sensationalizing the cases that they're doing good, they're in the water, but they're not like the only people with that skill set also.
Nope.
There's other divers that are really good at it too,
Well,
he just marketed it very well,
What are you talking, Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast, the new allegations came out, and there's allegations that he only had a PDF file in his video and called him Mr. Delaware. And that's the new allegation that's came out, and that's going to be very interesting. That's going to happen. So that came out yesterday, Dogpack, and you can see him in the mask in Asylum 24 Hours apparently. So that's why he's in big trouble. But that's true. That's an allegation that has been set forth by Dogpack's former employer, Mr. B's former employer. So I don't know what's going to be the situation with that one. That's step one. So we will see. Tell me I killed the entire panel. Sorry. I was just answering a chat. Sorry. But yeah.
I'm kind of bummed out. I thought he did a lot of good for people.
I think he does good, but it seems like, I don't know. I think like, I don't know. Maybe he lost his way. Maybe it just becomes corporatized.
They usually do.
Yeah, like, it becomes corporatized and becomes like a machine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, do I think the guy's like this big piece of shit or anything? No. Do I think the guy has probably like lost his way when he grows to a certain extent because he's a corporation now and he's makes $600 million a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It becomes a machine after a while, and you got to make that money. You know what I mean? You got a lot of employees. You got a system.
What was Mr. Beast doing for people?
Mr. Beast does these kind of game shows on his channel. He has 300 million subs. He has multiple channels. He has 20 other channels. He's the biggest YouTuber.
Yeah, I've heard of him, but
yeah, and apparently there's been 2 videos that came out from Dogpack 404. The first video released allegations of illegal raffles and gambling, and which kind of shook a lot of people. And also kind of like games being rigged, but I wasn't really shocked about that. You know, welcome to YouTube, everything's rigged.
Right.
But the second video that shocked me, which was released last night, was basically one of the former employees was put into a room for 30 days. Like he was supposed to be there for 100 days. He offered him $10,000 a day, but he wouldn't shut off the lights, and it was just completely white. There was no like alarms. He wasn't supposed to be met with any people, and the guy mentally broke down after 10 days.
Oh,
and
shit.
It was like literally like against Geneva Convention. And the worst allegation was basically
after 10 days.
Yeah, he broke after 10 days because what happens is that you lose your concept of time. It was like solitary confinement.
Oh,
And
well,
it was
yeah.
like-
See, I wouldn't like that at all.
there was the lights. They wouldn't shut off the lights, so he lost his concept of time, day and night, and there weren't clocks or anything. And then they would have him do challenges like run like a marathon when he's exhausted because he couldn't sleep. And the guy was crying during the whole interview. And then the second part, which was the worst for me, was basically there was a guy named Delaware, the nickname, and the reason why they nicknamed him Delaware is because he can't be in the state of Delaware because of what his crimes were. And it turns out the allegation is that he assaulted a 4th-degree sexual assault of someone under the age of 11 in 2010. What? Yes. And the guy was hired by Mr. Beast, allegedly. And also, allegedly, I'm saying allegedly because, just in case. And allegedly, based upon the allegations, he's in the video. He's in Mr. Beast 24 hours in the asylum. He's the guy in the mask. And it's alleged that Mr. Beast knew about it, and that's why they allowed him to have a mask on. And that's why there's been like little slide comments from Ava talking about that. And it turns out that Mr. Delaware is also apparently related to a guy named Viking, who a son-in-law, I think is married to someone in his family, and got him that job with Mr. Beast, and that's how Mr. Beast got the job. So,
what did you say about the Geneva Convention?
Well, it's against the Geneva Convention. It's considered a war crime to put someone in a room without shutting off the lights.
But they weren't at war, though.
No, he was doing that as a chat. That's just how it is. It's like you're not supposed to put someone in a room without any lights or.
The United States prison system should probably fucking include into that. They should probably get clued into that.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you like the whole.
Well, I know what the Geneva Convention is, and I know that I just thought it was pertaining to like war crimes and conflict and stuff.
Yeah, well, no, but it's like it was just an example. I mean, basically, you're not supposed to put someone in solitary confinement and leave the lights on and have them not have any sort of concept of time, because that can drive a person crazy. Even if you gave them no outside stimulation like TV or anything like that or a computer, and just by yourself. That's why you mentally got broke. But the worst allegation was the fact that there's allegedly that they had a pedophile who was a manager in one of Mr. Beast's companies, and also a person that was in his video, Mr. Delaware, basically. So that's crazy to me, and I was like,
somebody in the comments said that the girls making allegations were made to sign an NDA. Doesn't an NDA doesn't that no longer hold weight in an essay allegations case?
I mean, the issue is that there was an allegation that the women were being sexually harassed by the cameraman, apparently. So maybe that's what they're referring to. But here, here's the. I I don't know. I mean, like, I'm kind of, I mean, like, I have multiple likes. Like, I looked it up afterwards because you never can trust the guy that's just like that. But yeah, it looks.
I wasn't sure what he did, but I know that, like, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't ever one for channels with those kind of challenges and stuff because I always thought they were rigged and or those channels that got really big, like back in the earlier part of YouTube where they'd walk around and like do these stupid ass social experiments where they would be like, they go up to a homeless person like, can I borrow $20? Oh, I'll give you whatever I have. I don't have $20. Like a homeless person like gives them their $1.50 or whatever they have. And then they're like, oh my God, since you gave me this, I'm going to give you $5,000.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. Look with your fake homeless person. Knock it off.
I put in the clip, like the back from Drama Alert, the clip of the former employee.
Oh, fucking speaking of fucking scandals, fucking Keemstar.
Keemstar. Yeah, I know.
Drama
But
alert.
It's a clip. I'm just using
Not the drama alert, be Tim.
Yeah, with his partner, Boogie, the fake cancer guy. The guy who faked cancer for 2 years and got tattooed liar on the side of his face.
Well, if I click on that, though, you're just going to need to send it to me in my DM. Because if I click on that, it'll kick me out.
Oh, Queen, can I share it or no?
Yeah, what is it? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can I share something? It's the whole thing with the Mr. Beast thing, with the interview thing.
Yeah. Let's say, yeah.
It's just a clip. It's just a minute and 20-second clip. When you're ready, I'll play it. Okay, looks like you're ready.
And like you can.
Yeah, it's up here. It's on here.
Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything, who worked there. And like you can, someone pees in public, you're on the registry, you get it. You can still have a job after you're on the. That's one thing. You go to prison, you get rehabilitated. That's one thing. Like if you do your time, that's fine. I think there should be the rehabilitation in this country. But that guy, from what I hear, I can't confirm or deny. From what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people, and they knew that.
And it says from 1 to 11.
He's working at a channel that has underage people on and around and is targeted to underage people. And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started. And that he knew, and because he'll be in videos.
And this is the video. I spent 24 hours in the asylum, and the guy in the mask, also known as Delaware, is the guy. Now, that earlier photo was basically him from 2010, and obviously he grew a beard and gained a little weight.
Big thumbnails. He'll be around whenever he is.
That's him again.
He's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? And that your face can be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender with a physical mask? Like, do I have to? Is it more on the nose, or I don't know why they let him go, because there's rumors back and forth. So I don't know why they let him go, but
yeah, and apparently Mr. Beast goes into the room and calls him Delaware and hands him a cracker and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Wow.
And like and I looked him up. I was like, okay, is this fucking true? Because I sent you a bunch of stuff, and I looked him up. I know his real name. I looked him up, and they matched his mask, his haircut, with an older photo with the back of his head to match with like the beauty marks. Those little red dimples. They matched it up, and everything. And it's a him, and it's not good. And in my opinion, I think it's him. But, I got to say opinions. I got to say allegations, obviously. The guy's company makes about $600 million a year, so I don't want to get sued to oblivion, nor does Queen. So everything's allegations so far until confirmed. But, yeah, that's the allegations that Dogpack 404 and the former employee is basically making, that they had this guy working there. And what I could piece together is that a guy named Viking, who used to be a Mr. Beast, like the Viking, also known as Jake the Viking. That's like this muscular guy. You might have seen him in earlier Mr. videos. It might have been his brother-in-law. And what happened is what it pieced together when he got out of jail, he was unemployed. This registered guy, let's call him Mr. Delaware, was unemployed for a year. And then what I could piece together is Viking might have gotten a job with being like a manager or working for Mr. Beast, making $75,000. And after a while, Mr. Beast brought him on into a video. And they probably looked into his, and there's also like a rumor, and this is complete like I've heard, this is what they're claiming. I have no way to confirm it, but they're saying that the Mr. Beast crew is trying to expunge the record with the guy, like, you know, with his background and somehow like expunge it or something. I don't know how you can do that, but yeah. I know, I just caused everyone to be quiet. So, I mean, that's the big thing that's blowing up right now. That's, to me, is like, that's probably the craziest accusation I heard, that you have a, you know, RSO guy who is working for a kids company in the videos and is around kids. And I'm sure he's fired by now, but he was employed and he was in multiple videos with Mr. Beast. And if Mr. Beast knew about this and covered it up, that's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, but if he didn't know it, I mean, I'm sure he'll come out and say he didn't know it, you know. I'm going to admit that he knew.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised he didn't make a statement yet, actually.
But when you're hiring people for a kids company, you usually do a background check, you would think, but who knows?
My guess is that he got employed because of a favor and they never bothered to do a background check or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But there's a possibility that he might have known and thought that he would get away with just having him put a mask on, and didn't think anyone would say that. Mr. Beast is in big trouble. He's hiding. Yeah, I think he might be hiding it, but that's just my opinion. And I think Mr. Beast is because he tried to kind of hide the fact of Ava with the whole Discord leaks. And he kept on saying, "No, I had no idea about the Discord. I had no idea." Turns out Mr. Beast was in the Discord with Ava and was joking around with them. You know, the same Discord with the, the other situation. So, you know, that's what I think. It's not a good situation. And I think it's got a lot to answer for that one. So either I'm expecting Mr. Dogpack 404 to be sued to oblivion, or he might still be sued to oblivion, or it's going to be, it's blowing up everywhere. I'm sorry, Silence. Sorry, Cappy's shocked or something. I don't know what happened to Cappy. Cappy
She fell off her chair. Yeah.
She's gone. She's gone.
She's gasping.
She's immediately canceling her Mr. Beast Feastable meals.
Well, I said, a couple weeks ago, we got Mr. Beast candy bars were on sale at Menards for 50 cents. I'm sure that's why. Otherwise, they're gross. My daughter, my youngest daughter, she loves Mr. Beast. Or she used to. I don't know if she still does, but she used to. And so I bought her those candy bars when I saw them on sale. I was like, oh, great. She loves Mr. Beast. And she said they're the grossest candy bars she ever tasted.
I tried it. I really did. I tried them a while back. I mean, but
yeah,
it's just not good. I mean, and it's actually more calories than Hershey's.
Really?
Yeah, it's 100 calories more than Hershey's chocolate bar.
Wait a minute. You tried a candy bar?
Yeah, a little bit. I was forced.
Out of everything you said, the one thing that stuns her is that you had a candy bar.
If someone gives me something,
everything else checked out, but the candy bar, I don't know. B-Tim, you're constantly talking about people's poor eating habits, and then you went and ate a Mr. Beast fucking candy bar. Really?
It was offered to me by one of my nephews. So
okay. I guess I can let it slide.
He liked Mr. Beast. And
it's sad that the one time you ate candy that it was a Mr. Beast candy bar.
It was Mr. Beast.
It wasn't even worth it.
It was
I'm sorry, B-Tim.
This thing tastes, because personally, if I eat a chocolate, I like no milk in it, and it's chili, with just chili pepper in it, a kind of a bitter, spicy chocolate bar, the expensive ones, 100% cocoa type stuff. That's what I like.
You
Bitter
know,
and
like the
spicy.
expensive ones. Fucking Ethan, I want to punch you sometime. I swear.
I don't eat Reese's. Okay, I don't eat Hershey's.
No, listen, I'm a total fucking. I'm a swap meet shopper. I love me a discount.
Me too.
But I also am a sucker for some expensive candy bars. So like, I do, and I know what chili pepper chocolate bars you're talking about. They're like
Yeah.
Swiss, I think they are.
Yeah, like that's like, because like the thing is how I look at calories is like I don't want to eat like cheap calories. I usually like to eat like well cooked.
If I'm gonna dump on calories like that, it's gonna be like a taco. I'm not gonna fucking waste it on chocolate or treats.
Are they better for you if they cost more or what?
No, European chocolate is just way better than American chocolate. It really is. When it comes down to candy bars, our chocolate like tastes like wax compared to theirs. Like even our so-called good chocolate. You know what I mean? Like, but like, you know which one's my favorite, B. Tim? The one with the picture of the cream or the milk on it, and it's blue and white wrapper, and there's like a picture of like the picture of milk pouring.
You know what, the big chocolate bar that's like the trend now, everyone's trying to get, but they can't?
Which one?
The Dubai chocolate bars.
Oh God, everything Dubai is trendy.
Yeah, but apparently this one, you can't even buy a bar for $40.
What?
Yeah.
That expensive?
Yeah, because apparently it's like they use a special type of Middle Eastern like breading, and it's got stuffed pistachio chocolate bar, and it's like
rich people shit.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's definitely rich people.
I'm eating European chocolate right now. I'm eating these kefir cookies with chocolate flavored filling from IKEA from Germany.
Hell yeah.
That's where it's from.
That's some good Scandinavian shit right there, I'm sure. Yum. I love getting those treats out on the way out of IKEA, dude.
Yeah. I got them to try them. I don't have an IKEA by me, but when I was in Milwaukee, I went to IKEA and I was like, oh, I'm going to get some of these chocolate cookies.
God, I haven't been there in a long time. I could use a good IKEA trip.
And I'm trying not to eat too much sugar, so I have had them in the cupboard for a while. So I'm like, well, I better eat these. So I thought, well, while I was listening to Mr.
Did
Beast,
the one you go to just have like the treats on the shelves, or was it like the little sausage and meatball bar too? Like,
oh no, they didn't have. Well, they had the food, the cafe or whatever.
yeah,
Which
that's
was
what I meant.
not
Like,
that
I
great.
don't know why I called it a sausage bar, but like, yeah,
Also,
they served like little
also
Swedish meatballs and shit like that.
Also on the Mr. Beast stuff, apparently I just seen a photo. Apparently Mr. Delaware was in in Mr. Beast's phone. They have a picture of him in his contacts. So that's not good. That's not good.
Me and Cappy just don't even know what to say.
Like here's the actual photo. Like there's an actual, like someone actually got the photo. And the guy's wearing the Mr. Beast. Now that's
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I didn't hear it. Say it again. I was eating chips.
No, apparently they're digging into this guy, and they got a more recent photo of him, and they have a photo of him with a Mr. Beast shirt on, and also with Mr. Beast, you know how you have FaceTime with his phone, showing that he's a
Oh, the
contact with his
P3DO?
phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not good. Not good for Mr. Beast. I think Mr. Beast is, and this was like during like 2018, 2019.
Wow, that is pretty bad. So there's actual like kids physically around him?
Well, you know about the Discord server, right? With Ava Chris Tyson?
Yeah, I was hearing you talk a little bit about that, yeah.
Well, I mean, like they work around with a lot of kids. Like for the Ava Chris Tyson thing, she had sorry for misgendering. She had a Discord. This was before she transitioned, and the Discord had 14-year-olds in it while he was 20, and they had things being spammed like not safe for work, drawn pornography in there with 14-year-olds. And there's even him recording of him on a Discord chat talking about nasty things to do with an egg. Let's just say that much to the children.
That's wild. That's fucking. I'm
And
not even gonna comment on that. Like,
and Mr. Beast was in that Discord. Now they don't have him in that conversation, but he was in that Discord server, and he knew about that Discord server. And they've been around a lot of kids. They're just like, you know, so you have a guy who is, you know, they do have kid contestants in his shows. So yes, that's a problem if you have a kid show, because majority of his audience is probably from the ages of 15 and 7, probably 15 to 7.
Cappy and BTM, look at what Bernadette said in the chat.
What did Bernadette said? Change the
Oh my
subject.
God.
We don't want to hear that anymore.
No, it's just funny. I'm sorry.
I don't see it. What's the comment? What's the comment? Can you read it?
hold on, I'm gonna read it. Hold on, Bernadette.
I'm not getting in trouble.
Sausage bar is what PHB calls Chili's on 2-for-1 margarita night.
I didn't know that. It's good to know. It's good to know. I'm sure a lot of people are happy to know about that.
Oh, every time I see the name Bernadette, I get that song in my head.
You get the song of that
Bernadette in my head. Yeah, that's a song.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody I know with the name of Bernadette is a nice person.
I've never met a bad Bernadette. You're
No, I
correct.
have never either.
I agree with you,
a couple of
Good Egg.
them.
I agree with you, Good Egg. He's not getting canceled. He's already deleting all the evidence. Apparently, he's like all the because apparently there's another thing with Mr. Beast. So Ava Chris also liked this particular artist who was into drawing things about children, and he had a poster up from that artist on his wall. And Mr. Beast is like in the house, and he's like next to the picture. And now all the videos that show him next to that picture are mysteriously disappearing from 6 years of videos. If you catch my drift. So that's also what's happening. So, but yeah, I think a lot of evidence is going to be deleted. I think a lot of people are going to get cease and desists. And I think a lot of people's videos are going to magically disappear. So I think he has a lot of pull with YouTube with 300 million subs. So good luck with that. That's how it is, you know. And I think probably in 6 months from now, everyone's going to forget about it. Well, we're going to remember it, but most of the audience, like the adults, you know, the mothers and fathers and the kids are not going to really care. And that's how it's going to be.
Because look at like PewDiePie and all them, Shane Dawson and all them, they get away with a lot of stuff really behind the scenes. You know, I'm sure YouTube comes over and just slaps them on the hand and says, hey, do better. And then, yeah, it goes away.
Yeah, man. I just think that's going to happen. It's just how it is. So, you know, I know how it goes with that. I know they're not going to, Mr. Beast is not, the empire is going to fall apart. He makes $600 million a year. He has 20 channels. Actually, I think more. I don't know. He has 300 million in one channel. He has multiple businesses. But the weirdest thing is, Cappy, did you hear about this one thing? Cappy? Cappy? All right.
She fell off her chair again.
Fell off her chair again. But apparently, guess who has ownership of all his businesses, has a custodianship over him?
Who?
His mother.
Oh, really?
Since 2020, his mother runs all his businesses and could delete his channels if she wanted to.
Oofda.
Yeah, she runs the whole business.
Huh.
Didn't know that. I didn't find out until BJ investigated. She pulled it up.
Well, you should be able to trust your mother, even though Ryan Upchurch couldn't, apparently. Allegedly.
Oh my God. You have to bring that up. They're going to have Mr. B sue his mom, just like Ryan Upchurch. Oh my God.
Have a tattoo on his face.
Mama tried or something. Was that?
Or something like that? Or what was it? I don't know.
I think it was, I'm trying to remember, Mama didn't do right or something like that.
I don't remember. It was Mama something. I don't remember, but yeah. Stupid.
No, I don't think so. Betty's gonna fail eventually because the problem is Betty's audience is adults, and adults have the capacity to think, and they're not children. Like, not to be offensive to children, but children are like mostly focusing on fun things like colors and candy and stuff like that. They're not critical thinkers at that point. You don't become a critical thinker until probably like in your 20s. And even then, some people takes longer. And also, parents don't really go do deep dive research on their YouTubers that the kids are watching. So, generally, that it's a different audience. Betty is adults. They look up what Betty does, and then they say, "Wow, this lady's a piece of shit," and then they eventually leave. Children don't. They don't look up about Mr. Beast. This is not how it's going to happen. Hello, Eris. What good? Yeah, so that's just my opinion. I don't think anything's going to happen to Mr. Beast. I think most likely it's going to be a lot of content creators making a lot of videos on him saying this is the end of Mr. Beast's empire. Dun, 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 dun. And then probably.
Yep. And he might go away for a little bit, but then he'll come back.
I don't even think he'll go away.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But usually when there's a controversy with a big YouTuber like that, they go away for a little bit and then they come back.
No, he'll be posting. He post. He'll be good. That's pretty much it. I don't think he'll walk away. I think he's probably going to do a little bit of cleanup, and then he's going to keep quiet about it and move on. Because if he addresses it, then his child audience hears about it.
When all that
Mama didn't try. That was the tattoo. Mama didn't try.
When all that stuff came out with Shane Dawson a while back, my daughter had bought me, because I like pigs. My daughter had bought, and I like Shane Dawson. I used to watch Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. And my daughter bought me the black and pink pig hoodie. And I just love that hoodie. It's a really nice hoodie. It's really thick. It's got a nice hood on it. I really love that hoodie. But anyways, when that stuff came out with Shane Dawson the first, I was like, no, am I not supposed to wear my hoodie? I mean, it doesn't say Shane Dawson on it. And where I live, most people probably don't even know who Shane Dawson is. But still, I was like,
his views were definitely hurt, though. Like him and his husband and their podcast is like successful, but on the level that he was before, no, not even close. Like those documentaries he was doing, oh my god, like he raked in millions and millions off that.
Yeah,
like. And
but this was like a $50 or $60 sweatshirt she bought me, and it's a really nice sweatshirt. I still have it. I love it. I've had it for years, and I wear it all the time, and it's still nice and thick and cushy, and it's just it's that killer merch that Jeffree Star makes, and it's just a really, really nice sweatshirt. Huh?
In comparison, Mr. Beast is way bigger than Shane.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like looking at his channel and I'm watching this 100 Days in Nuclear Bunker. Oh my god. Like, it's already got hundreds of millions of views over 5 days. Like, he's rich. He's really rich. And like, I don't know what it is in like my fucking older years, these like since I turned 40 around, like I cannot watch like people going underground into bunkers and stuff like that. Like, I don't even know how well I do on a plane these days. Like, fuck, I feel like I can't breathe just watching it.
Well, some people, as they get older, they get claustrophobic. And
I've always been like a little claustrophobic, but it's nothing I couldn't deal with. But now it's like, fuck, I don't even want to watch this shit. Like, one of you leave, please, so I can see the outside with you. Like, ugh. But yeah, I don't know. He's huge. He might be uncancelable because, like, even the Paul brothers, like, they're not as big as this guy.
Oh yeah, Logan Paul's in big trouble actually. He's being sued. Yeah, he's being sued by the Olympics from them for millions of dollars. He's being sued by his bottling company for $70 million for breaking contract because Prime is dropped in price. And also he's in big problem with YouTube because he's pissed off most of the community because he's suing CoffeeZilla over mean tweets and stuff like that. And it's a frivolous lawsuit. And CoffeeZilla has the same attorneys that defending him that sued Alex Jones and won $1 billion.
Oh, geez.
So I mean, like Logan Paul is in big trouble, and also apparently he's in trouble. Also, apparently he's in trouble with the Canadian. He's being investigated by the Canadians in his connection with with some sort of issues with something he's like a partner in. It's basically like, how it worked, the company he had. It's like, let's say you have like a Pokemon card. You can sell shares to the Pokemon card and everyone has ownership. And then if it sells for a higher price later down the line in an auction, you get your share of it, like you buy shares. The issues is that there's allegations of money being taken out of the company when it's not supposed to be and other things. And he's got issues with that as well, Mr. Paul. And he's got a lot of problems. He's got multiple lawsuits on him. He's in multiple lawsuits. It's the year of lawsuits for Mr. Logan Paul. It's not good for him.
Yeah, he wasn't doing as well at boxing as Jake was. So, like, Logan hasn't been doing much boxing, huh?
Well, I mean, he's making a lot. He was making a lot of money on the drink, but he's kind of just like Mr. Beast's Feastables, where it's like the big push because he was a YouTuber and like everyone, all these kids wanted to buy it. But now it's dropped off, like it's permanently dropped off. And that's what's happening with a lot of these products, these YouTube products. They can't maintain that same momentum of people buying. And he's like, that's why he's
Team 10 shit.
Don't even know what Team 10 is.
It was Jake Paul's like streamer house that he had for years.
Yeah, I know.
And like the people he had there, it was all like Team 10, like, and they do like stupid ass pranks and stupid stuff, like, and then all like these allegations surface, like alleged allegations, like of different things and bad things,
Yeah,
I think that's kind of why he put the kibosh on that and like started doing something different, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's worth a lot of money, but he's being sued for a lot
And I guess
of money.
he's a decent boxer, but my husband was telling me he like mostly boxes like with dudes that are like retired.
Yeah, that's the allegation, or people that are just like literally.
But I guess this more recent boxing match, I don't know if it's already happened or if it's gonna happen, that it's a guy that's actively boxing, I think.
Bowler says I love you, but Logan is completely fine. No, I don't think he's gonna be like destroyed, but I think he's like literally, when you're being sued by the Olympics, you're being sued by your bottling company.
You're probably not going to win.
You're probably not going to win. And also,
but he's pretty rich though. Like the Paul family in general, like pretty rich. So he'll probably definitely make a comeback. So
I agree with Vert Toast. They're trash.
Yeah,
I know. I told my kids. I said, don't ever bring that Prime into my house.
Prime is in. I think Prime's being investigated because it's like over caffeinated actually. And
they don't like it. They just bought it one time to try. And they brought it over to my house for me to try. I was like, don't ever bring that into my house again.
Wait, that's Logan Paul's drink is Prime?
Yes, Prime and KFI.
God, I see that shit everywhere.
Yeah, those two are the owners of that, like partial owners of it. They have ownership shares. And it's like they say that he's worth close to like he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars based on ownership of that. The issue lies in the fact that the demand is dropping. The problem is the demand is dropping for it permanently.
My kids actually didn't like it. They were like, "This is gross." I was like, "Oh, good. Don't support them."
And it's like, but the demand is dropping. That's why he's being sued by his bottler manufacturers because the demand. It's not like a seasonal demand that's dropped. Like obviously certain drinks sell better in certain times of the year. Obviously. It's just the permanent demand has dropped for it. And personally, it could pick up back up. I don't know. I never drank Prime. I'm just not into drinking those types of drinks, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, that's the issue. And it's caffeinated. It's a little too caffeinated, the stuff as well. And plus, I'm more of a bitter person. I like my coffee black. If I'm going to have caffeine, it's going to be coffee. Let's have it seriously.
I like my Monster, my sugar-free Monster.
I wish I could have a time machine. That would be the company I would have invested in.
Yeah. Love Monster.
Monster Drink, when it was like 30 cents a share, and you
Yeah.
would have made like a like so much money.
I
always-
agree.
I would have invested all my money into that company if it was like that. If I knew like about a time machine, I would be. Forget Apple. I would invest all my money into that one about a time
Right.
machine.
They have such a good product, though. It's so thirst quenching. Like, I can drink like a gallon of water and not quench my thirst like a can of Monster. I mean, it's just, I don't know if it's something with the cans or what, but when I go get one at the gas station, it's like colder than every other drink in their cooler. I don't know if it's the design of the cans or what, but it's so refreshing, especially on a hot day. I'm just like, yum. I could be like their spokesperson. I love Monster. Funny story. My husband, he used to be addicted to them. He drank like 3 or 4 of them a day. He doesn't drink them anymore, but well, anyways, when he's hanging out with my dad, doing stuff with my dad, and my dad's like, "Hey, what is that you're drinking?" And he goes, "Oh, this is Monster." And he goes, "Oh, well, let me try it." Now, my dad was 80 at the time, okay, or 79 or 80. Well, anyways, and he's like, "Well, let me try that." And he goes, "Oh, that's really good." And like, not even a week later, and I open up my dad's van door, and there's like 6 of them on his front floor. I was like, "Oh my God, Dad, you can't be drinking these like this." My husband got my 80-year-old dad addicted to Monster. I was like, "Oh my God."
Sassy
Anyway,
Cat's like, I don't know who any of these people are. She's like, I don't know who this tall guy is. Mr. T. Who the fuck are these people? That's probably you and 400 other people. That's why they disappeared. They're like, fuck this. Get out of here. They're probably more listen to the coffee us talk about coffee and Monster Energy drinks than fucking Logan Paul and all those people.
Right.
Those people.
And
Probably.
it was funny. My dad, when he had COVID, and he was sick, and he was like, I left a Monster in his fridge. Anyways, he calls me up. He goes, "Oh, I'm feeling so much better." And I said, "Really?" I said, "Why?" I said, "Good, that's good." He goes, "Yeah, you left that Monster in my fridge and I drank that and it made me feel better." I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Oh my God, my dad's addicted
You
to
found the
Monster."
cure. You found the cure for the 24. I'm calling it 24 for YouTube reasons. That was the cure. Monster Energy drink cured the 24.
Right.
It is, no more like this. That would be a great Monster commercial. Like
Right.
literally, like everyone's locked down in their house, and then imagine someone goes to the store, like grabs a Monster, and is like instantly cured. And they just sprinkle the Monster Energy drink around, and everyone's freed from their houses, and they run out drinking Monster Energy drink. That would be like, if that actually worked, that would be our commercial. Monster Energy drink, free in the world from being free in the world.
Because he was all congested, and he's like, I drank some of that, and I just feel much better. My throat feels better. My chest feels better. I was like, "Okay, Dad, wait till tomorrow." I was like,
how was he tomorrow?
he was actually getting better.
Oh,
I don't think it was the Monster, though. I think it was time. But
Monster Energy drinks. It cures anything if you survive it.
I think it was just, it had run its course. He was starting to feel better.
It's like, man, I've never been so. I feel like I'm going to run a marathon.
Right?
Yeah,
Wasn't long after that he got put on dialysis, so I don't know if it's connected.
Oh shit! You might have a claim. You might need to talk to a lawyer. We're gonna have to talk to a lawyer. You got to talk to the best legal expert in mind on this place, Bullhorn Betty. She might be a good lawyer for you.
And now he's 81. He's on dialysis, but he's pretty good otherwise. Anyways, he likes to go to McDonald's every morning and have coffee with his friends. And he always has because if you when you get your receipt, if you call, you get a free sausage McMuffin the next time you come if you call and do the survey. So he does that, Mr. Cheapskate. And he does that. So he gets his sausage McMuffin in the morning in his coffee. Well, now at dialysis, they're telling him, well, you should lay off those sausage McMuffins. You shouldn't have them in the morning. I'm like, oh, for cripe's sake, Dad, you're 81. I was like, those sausage McMuffins are not going to be what kills you. I said, enjoy yourself.
Watch, he's not actually getting the coffee from the McDonald's. He's actually sneaking away to buy the Monster Energy drink.
Right.
Like he's like, they're not gonna find out about mine. Just like hides like the bottle, drinking on the sides, like drinking like Monster Energy drinks.
It was funny. I had an 80-year-old birthday party for him, and I had know nothing about coffee, but I know he loves McDonald's coffee. So I went to Walmart and I bought some McDonald's coffee for the coffee pot so we could serve it. And he put that in his cupboard. He says, "Nope, I got Folgers. They can't. You don't need to serve that good McDonald's coffee." I was like, yes. I was like, nice, Dad. Like, you just scammed me off of my McDonald's coffee. He's like, "I'm saving that for me. They can drink the Folgers." Because he's too cheap to buy the McDonald's coffee at the store. I love my dad. Old people are so funny.
Yeah. Prime has energy drinks, but the regular ones mostly coconut oil or water. Oh, okay. I wouldn't drink that shit. I think honestly, I would not drink that. But you know what? That guy's gonna be rich forever. I mean, let's be real. That guy's probably gonna be a billionaire. Probably already a billionaire, Logan Paul, to be honest with you. He'll probably sell the company to Coca-Cola and make a fucking $500 million or something. And that's how it goes. Rich get richer. Poor get poor. That's how it goes.
You know, you were talking about Monster. You wish you would have gotten in their stock. They're like really giving at like things like we go to like motocross and stuff things, and they're like handing that stuff out like water. You know, they just give it away free. You know, they're really giving to their customers. You know what I mean?
Okay, so just to give you an idea, the company at its lowest point was at 2000. It was 1998. Do you know how much they were per share?
What?
Let me see. Let's see, 1998. I think that's 0.030.
Wow.
Yes.
Where was I in 1998? I didn't have money for stocks in 1998.
I think that's less than 0.5%.
Wow.
It stayed like that until, and then it started jumping up, and it started getting into like the 20 cents in 2004, in 2005, 42 cents, and 2005, 59 cents. And then suddenly it started going to the dollars in 2006 and $2 in 2009. And then $7 in 2012, and then it fucking went to like $59 as upper thing.
Oh, they're $59 now?
Yeah. So if you would have invested in that, like when it was like 0.5 cent.
Oh, yeah.
You would have been insanely rich.
Right. Wow. Yeah, if only we knew.
Big grocery chain, and they sell the hell out. Well, then why are they asking their bottle manufacturer not to produce more? That's weird, man. Maybe certain areas are selling out. I'll be right back.
Okay. I see that Prime everywhere. Yeah. I just won't buy it because I don't like the Logan Paul brothers, or the Paul brothers, I mean. Everybody lefted me.
I'm up here with you.
Oh, are you here?
Yep, I'm up here with you. I'm actually getting ready to shut it down here in a minute. I got stuff I got to get done, baby, but I appreciate you guys hanging out.
All right, Queen. You have a good one.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.
See you
Have a good day. Bye.
You too, love. Bye, B. Tim. Bye, Cheesy. Bye, Cap. I love you, Chicky Chick. I know you're still up here, but anyhow, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.
Love you guys. Bye.